Dear Eve, Kilobex has informed me that he has been sending you regular updates on our progress, so I asked him to pass along a personal letter from myself as well. I hope that you are well fed and properly rested, as well as safe while you perform your duties for the trio. Also remember to make sure you have several healing potions on your person. When Kilobex last spoke with you, we had just finished a rather harrowing fight in Hollowbend Keep. Apparently, while the rest of us were fighting for our lives against waves of constructs, Alomah was visiting an old friend. You see, when his wild magic surge triggered and replaced him with Breva the Hag, he was sent to where she had been standing moments before. He found himself looming over the bed of a screaming child no more than 2 years old, though a bit big for her age. Moments later, a rather surly-looking ogre grabbed him and demanded to know why Alomah was in his daughter's room. After stuttering through an explanation, our new Kitsune friend managed to say that he was part of the Wayward Watch, at which point the ogre calmed down and treated him with much more respect. If you haven't guessed at this point, the ogre is our dear friend Hug. According to what Alomah has told me, he's living in a small farmhouse in Rowan, with a wife, a member of the community named Lynetta Starchild, and they have a daughter, whom they have named Cuddle. I am glad that he has found such a good life in your hometown. After settling down the child, the three spoke over tea until Alomah found himself pulled by the magic of fate back to Hollowbend Keep, once again replacing the now headless body of Breva. We spent the night in the quarry, utilizing the tent that was nestled in a crag on its northern face. While the others slept, I pondered the stars, using the new astrolabe we had received from Willie. I was able to identify several constellations, and the magic of the device etched the constellation of the sword onto my arm. Alomah would probably say it is a sign of the heavy battles ahead, though I believe it to be a simple collection of stars, a group of 2 forming the blade, 2 for the guard, and 1 for the hilt. Still, it has proven useful in the coming battles. The next morning, we made our way to the keep, finding the Herald Bosco still swinging away in his cage. He congratulated us as we placed the remaining 2 crystal keys on the appropriate pedestals, while I made sure to keep the one from Willie. Then we stepped through the opening doors and found ourselves freed from the burdens we had acquired. Alomah would not burst with magic, Aramis would no longer need to wield the bronze blade, though he kept the resonance blade for the fight against the Count, and I could once again utilize my magic. Inside, the courtyard of the keep had 2 very clear directions. One was a set of double doors in the back, which we were sure would lead to the throne room and the Count himself. However, we were more interested in climbing the spires of the keep to arrive at the astronomy tower. I was already interested in seeing if the star charts there would match my own, or if we would be looking at an alien sky. But during the night, I had seen the full moon, yes, unbroken as we see it today, part the clouds and shine down on the tower, an omen from Alomah's goddess, perhaps, or something more sinister. After defeating a trio of elementals guarding the castle, we made our way up to the tower until we came to a hatch that would lead into the observatory. However, we weren't alone. We could hear voices muttering above us and rummaging. Unsure if it was friend or foe we would face, I decided to be cautious. I released a cloud of fog into the room, then we all scrambled up the hatch. Alomah and Aramis hid in positions while I stood front and center to call out hello. Victor was attempting to scout the tower from outside on his broom. It turns out caution was the proper thing. The men who appeared in front of me wore dark robes and wielded knives that seemed to drink in the light. The hood of each covered the upper half of their faces, leaving nothing but a silver stylized eye etched into the fabric. As soon as they spotted me, they advanced with menace, so I struck first, sending the 2 forces into full action. Alomah burst from behind the crates, his ancestors already flowing around him and his hands glowing with astral light. Aramis ducked from the other corner, slashing in with his blades in a flurry of motion. Meanwhile, I stepped forward, intent on stopping a pair of the figures who were engaging in a summoning ritual together. However, my foot stepped down on a magical set of caltrops, which launched me into the air and held me in place long enough for the pair to complete their summoning. A portal ripped its way into the world, revealing a dark landscape of gray rock and space beyond. I could feel that it was outside of Aneria, so close, yet so far away at the same time. The creature who stepped out had several arms and walked on 2 legs, though it had no eyes or mouth to speak of. Even once I had entered the tower and the portal closed behind it, the being had made no sound as it moved to engage Alomah with a flurry of claws. Looking upon the creature was unsettling, though we managed to avoid whatever madness was trying to take hold. When the gravity well holding me dropped, I spun and grew to my larger size so I could grab the creature and pin it to the ground. While Alomah and his spirits took care of the rest of the cultists, Aramis rushed forward and delivered a decisive blow to the back of the aberration. the fury of his god pouring into his slice as he bisected the creature. Despite how easy this creature died, I know we were lucky. Had we not been able to resist the aura of madness that surrounded the thing, or if I had not been in a prime position to pin it as I dropped, we may have had a worse fight on our hands. We questioned the last remaining cultist, who was belligerent until Aramis charmed him with a pattern of lights. He informed us that his group was working to find a book that would lead them to ending light on Aneria once and for all, serving some master of the Great Void known as the Blinded One. Once he had no more information to give, Alomah silenced him with Lunera's power. We are now taking a rest in the Astronomy Tower, having removed the dead. I have taken a break from cataloging the extensive library of books, many of which I plan on taking home to add to my growing collection, in order to write this letter to you. I see that Alomah is reading through a particular book titled Adelaide's Tales Volume 2. It appears to be a group of children's stories. I will have to ask him why that particular book interests him. Once again, I hope you are well, Eve. While I miss you dearly, I know how busy you must be. If you get a chance, do stop by Rowan and check on Hug and his family. I'm sure they are worried about the headless corpse of Hug's mother that suddenly dropped into their home. I do hope to hear from you soon. Your friend, always, Bolt.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Session 7 of Aneria of the Shattered Realms. Oh, boy. I knew I'd get it wrong. How wonderful. But welcome back. We are very excited to be here tonight. We're very excited to show you this hopeful conclusion of Hollowbend Keep. We'll get to that in just a moment here, though. First,
spoilers!
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Maybe you guys have 4 more adventures to go. Maybe this entire campaign is going to take place in Hollowbend Keep now.
It's all a dream.
It's
its own Shattered Realm.
Count to the end.
Yeah, you thought Shattered Realm meant... Yeah, the other realms, no. It's just you guys have to fix this one.
Just one.
Glitterbug,
We have to
you are now
first.
IT adventurers. I hope you
and
all
we're
enjoy
smashing
it.
bugs.
Yes. But before we begin tonight, thank you as always to you, our fantastic fans. We do love all of the support that you give us every week. And we're almost to 4,000 subscribers, which is cool. And well on the road to 5,000 subscribers, which is even better.
I'm trying to do the heart that people do like this.
Oh, I thought you were
hurts my
just doing
fingers.
Naruto Ninjutsu.
I don't know, get to.
Now we're just doing anime.
And thank you also to the wonderful Syrinscape, as always, for providing us wonderful little sounds.
Like these.
I thought that was the dog for some reason.
That's how good they are.
What kind of noise is he making?
But we do appreciate that. It adds a little bit of ambience to our wonderful little game and everything between, I suppose. Yeah, this is going well.
Yeah, always. We only have, 50-something episodes under our belt?
Yeah.
We're totally professional now.
And buy our merch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We got some fun
hats, we
little...
got t-shirts, we got sweaters,
Zip-up hoodies?
we got Dinkus bum shorts.
Covers? Yeah.
Bum shorts.
Bum covers is the perfect name for a pair of shorts. Mm-hmm.
Anal bum covers.
Bum cover.
No.
I'll take
Also
album
known
cover.
as
Suck a
shorts.
Yep. Shorts. And don't forget to
Barbarian
like, comment, and subscribe.
swimwear. Yes.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord.
Watch us on Twitch or
Twitch
YouTube
on Fridays. I'm excited for the art stream tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun.
Yes.
That's
So
already
if you're in the
happened
past,
2 weeks
you can
ago.
go and
Or
rewatch
2
it.
weeks ago.
If you're also
Yeah.
in the past and you're in the Davis County, Utah area, come find me in Preston at Anime Bonsai.
Yeah.
Anime Bonsai!
Anyways,
What date is
It's
that?
going to be fun.
Saturday.
This Saturday.
So like
This Saturday,
2
so
days from recording.
Go in the future, go
I'm
back,
my
get a
own.
time machine, go back probably 3 weeks. Maybe 4. Yeah.
If you were on the Discord, maybe you know about this already.
There you
Yes.
There you go.
But
It's
that
your
means
fault.
you have to post in the Discord now.
What is it called? Early access or exclusive to Discord members only?
If you want to be hunted. If you manage to hunt down Preston and Dallin at Anime Bonsai, they will give you an epic
I might
die.
go just for the people watching.
Yeah.
Just for the cosplay watching.
That's mostly why I'm going.
It's so much fun.
It's just fun to see
Do you
all the stuff.
Do you put on like the usual bird watching outfit for cosplay watching?
That's your cosplay.
You just,
for the cosplay
you just look
convention.
like Doug from
just
Up.
a
Yeah.
bush.
Or not Doug. What's the kid's name?
Binoculars.
Kevin?
Oh,
no, Kevin's the
Kevin
bird.
Yeah.
Who's the kid? It's Doug. No, Doug's the dog. I don't
I
remember.
can't remember his name.
My name is. No, I can't remember.
Start with a W, maybe?
It's
Wilson?
right here.
Wilson!
Yeah.
I will.
One-eyed
Yeah.
or no, many-eyed Willie.
Many-eyed Willie.
Mini-eyed Willie. Yep.
I thought it was Kevin.
No, Kevin is the bird.
Kevin's a bird.
Oh.
Why is it so hard?
Doug's the dog.
Doug's a dog.
We always
All right.
do this, like Mini-Eyed Willie.
Yes. Don't look it up. It's fine. This has nothing to do with our show.
It's getting cut out. Let's be honest.
I'm leaving
Russell.
it in. Russell.
Russell!
Yep.
You'll look like Russell and you'll anime
Yep.
watch.
Definitely not a peeping Tom situation.
You were talking about a ghillie
Not
suit, though,
not
right?
creepy at all. Yeah.
Actually, it's Anime Bonsai, so you just need to look like one of the Pokemon trainers from one of the safari routes.
It's true. Just put a hat on, white shirt, have a little Ash Ketchum jacket, jeans, done. I'll do my
no idea
Naruto
what
one
you guys
because
are
all it
talking
is
about.
the jacket and then the headband.
Yeah.
Done.
That's right.
Maybe that's why you should go to
You're too
Anime
old
Bonsai
to
more often.
know. Played Pokemon.
I'm too old.
I'll put on the.
I'm feeling my
link one.
age right now. Hanging out with all you
I,
millennials.
Do it.
I don't realize sometimes that there is a gap in
I
your
appreciate
knowledge
that.
because
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, we have more in common, I think, with you than we do with the younger generation because
Yeah.
we've had both internet and non-internet. They've only had internet.
Yeah.
I don't understand them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is.
Old millennials.
We're old millennials.
Every Gen Zer out there watching the show, you doing okay? Everything fine?
The
world's kinda-
how
I was
did
going to say,
work?
no, have you looked at the world lately?
Yeah.
No, things are not great.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, boomers. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and start.
That's my artillerist.
Boomer.
He's a boomer.
Okay, so you are all inside the observatory / astronomy tower of Hollowbend Keep. You've just recently gone through all of the different books in this kind of dusty library. There's a couple like research stations, that sort of thing. But all of it's pretty much just barren stuff. There's some astrology books that Bolt probably took.
Yeah.
There's of course the Book of Fables.
I had a giant
You were
pile,
directed
remember,
to.
and I wanted all of them, but then I was
Oh, yeah.
like, oh, they're not going to fit in the full bag.
What infusion can I get rid of to get a 500-pound bag of holding just for books?
Bag of books.
Bag of books, yep. A shelf of holding.
Well, a book bag of holding.
Yeah.
Book bag of holding. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So what do you do now?
I mean, I think Alomah would definitely want to peruse this Adelaide's Tales volume
Which-
2.
Fun fact, Cory actually wrote. He wrote a whole children's book for this.
Yeah, check it out on.
Check it out on Kickstarter.
Mine.
Go to the World
Here we
Anvil.
go.
Go to the World Anvil now. It's linked in the description.
There are so many things that people want me to write for this channel, and now I have to
Skull
add
and Crossbones in
children's
the comments if you want Cory to write a children's book
Appreciate it.
about Aneria.
So
A is for Aneria
yes,
by Cory Avis.
B is for
Or
Basilisk.
broken Aneria
No, B is for Brander.
Brander. That's right.
He
B
is
for
punchable
Brander.
space.
with the most punchable face.
That honestly should be the title of the book rather than. Well, no, I guess A is for Aneria. It kind of encompasses the channel itself. But B is for Brander is such a great way to start him. Yeah.
B's for Brander. He's a butthead.
Okay. Oh boy.
But before,
No, I cannot write a children's book.
and you have to use alliteration.
Well, I
Lots
mean,
of
I
alliteration.
might have could.
I'm going to write it down. Cory stretch.
You
Yeah.
should write Curious George, but it's Glitterbugs Kids.
Yes.
There you go.
No. I don't like
There's
this.
a whole
Check and
world.
see this new book in the description, linked
Available now.
on Amazon and all major
You
retailers.
realize I'll
New
need
York
an
Times
illustrator, right,
bestseller.
Preston? Easy peasy.
I mean, nowadays we just use AI, right? We just click
Yeah.
a button.
Yeah,
Yep, exactly.
honestly, probably.
Did you guys see my Cascas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's cool.
I
They
actually
have some cool
so
AIs.
I'm going to take that And if I ever get a commission done of Kesses, I'm going to be like, here are the parts from this AI generated one that I like.
Yeah.
Like for ideas on like the outfit and everything. Like, but I'm not going to be like, just do this, but better, you know.
This is non-related to this, but future, as predicted by Preston, is that AI will be used for viz dev, creating quick concepts, and then artists will take that and build actual pieces from it.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna help
And
UI,
kit bash
UX
or
people.
art. It's like kit bashing.
Well, that's.
Yep.
I find that when I get a commission for something, that's the hardest part about the commission is describing what's in my head. And if I can use an AI and like generate, a handful of pictures and be like, okay, here's my reference.
take
you
this,
know.
put it in this composition.
Yeah.
'Cause that's honestly, I think, where some AIs, like the Mid Journey, the one that I was using, its compositions, like you can put in a specific art style, like J.C. Wyeth or any of these other like famous painters, and it'll spit out like something that looks like they painted it, which is creepy. So
Yeah.
it gets into weird territory. So.
But we'll save that for the art stream.
Yes.
Okay. So you start perusing through this book of fables. There are a couple tales about like children, basically the boy who cried Boulette, that sort of thing. You've got your giant's tale, but there is an actual giant, and it's more of a historical.
The Three Little Brusque.
The Three Little Brusque. Yep, exactly. And there is a specific one in there that as you're flipping through the pages, it catches your eye. And this story is about two brothers, one of them born of light and one of them born of darkness. And together they are trying to build a sandcastle in their little sand pit, sandbox. And they're arguing over how to build this sandcastle. The littler boy wants something included that the older boy does not, the one made of light. And they're struggling and arguing about it and struggling over the little trowel that they have in this story. And it's a very Germanic story. Not that you know what a Germanic story is, but in the sense that...
Ediquathemanic story.
People's thumbs off.
Yes,
Giant
exactly.
pair of scissors.
I've read this one before. At the end, he kills his brother. It's great. he takes him for the throat, and it's very poetic.
that would be the knife dancer version of the story. Right. But in this version of the story, they lose the trowel as they're fighting with it, and it flies off and stabs their mother in the heart and kills her. Yes.
So the lesson, children, is don't fight
Yes.
with your siblings, or else you might accidentally kill your mother.
And if you push it too far, your mother will kill you.
Don't use a trowel on a crack, or you'll break your mother's back.
But the last page of this story, as you flip to the last page, actually has a very detailed depiction of what they had started building of the sandcastle. And it's sort of like a close-up of the front archway. There's no gate in this castle. Obviously, gates are hard to do in a sandcastle, right? You can't really make them. But there's this archway and a couple pillars that kind of have this pyramid shape to them out in the front, kind of these sconces with... they look like they have eyes on them. And then up on top of the archway, just above it, is the symbol of a crescent moon. Familiar, as it is Lunero's symbol.
This is interesting. I have a feeling that this is the reason that those cultists were looking for this book, this castle. Bolt, you've traveled Aneria more than probably anyone on the planet. I don't suppose you recognize this from any of your own journeys.
Let me take a look. Do I recognize this?
Roll me a history check.
I've never seen a castle in my life before.
Natural one.
Yeah.
You do not
It was an
recognize.
8, technically.
You do not recognize this, no.
No, I've never seen it before. Unfortunately, doesn't ring any bells. There's actually not a lot of castles in an area, actually.
Question.
Sorry. Go ahead.
When I was flying around,
Mhm.
this was around the castle we're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I had a more bird's eye view, did it resemble anything?
It didn't resemble
The one in the
this.
book? Okay.
Yeah, it didn't resemble the one in the book. In fact, I'll give you something. Despite the fact that you did not notice or did not know where this was, it doesn't look so much like a castle. And in fact, you kind of flip back to the previous page that has the sandcastle in kind of a smaller detail, and it looks a lot different. In fact, it looks more like the entrance that you would typically see with a temple of some kind.
Oh. Well, actually, if you take a look here, it's the lack of buttresses really points me to this.
Actually, wouldn't cathedrals have more buttresses?
Cathedrals do, but
Yes.
temples, maybe not.
Anerian temples are famous for their
Lack of buttresses.
They're buttless,
buttressless.
and I definitely relate to that.
No numbers.
No dumpers, indeed. I remembered that today too. I was like, hey, we haven't brought that up in a while.
Sorry.
This actually looks more like a temple than a castle. So perhaps we could find a priest or something.
But where would we
Cleric?
find a temple to a goddess who has been forgotten for hundreds of years?
Probably like the jungle.
We could ask
Deep.
one of her followers. Hey, do you know where that temple's at?
We ask who?
One of her followers. You follow her, do you not?
I mean, he's got a point. You should know this kind
Victor,
of
I'm
stuff.
not going to lie. The last few hours you've been strangely silent and it's been kind of nice.
Sorry, I've been lost in thought.
Walking into walls, there's all kinds of oddities.
Yep.
Sometimes I
As
disassociate
though
when
your
I
body were here, but your mind was elsewhere.
Sometimes I disassociate when I remember all the people I've killed.
Oh no, here it comes again.
Well, we'll have to...
New character building moment.
we'll have to ask around, I suppose.
Well, after we're done with this,
And can anyone find a volume 1 to this? I'd be curious to know if there might be more. I want to do a quick look and see.
Yeah, if anybody wants to roll an investigation. Actually, no.
aid.
Sorry, this isn't something that can be achieved, so I'm trying to be better about rolling when there's nothing to achieve here. There is no volume 1 within. Like, you go through, and Bolt has probably cataloged a lot of them so far.
here's
you
all
go
the
through
books
every
about
single book.
stars. Here's all
Okay.
the books about the void.
Well, now if only we could learn more about where this cult came from. Perhaps Glitterbug might know how they broke into her little testing ground.
Yeah, there's a lot that we need to talk to Glitterbug about.
There are a lot of patches that need to be
Yeah,
made
that-
on this
Yeah, this is not even a beta test. This is more like a
alpha.
pre-alpha.
I'm under a time crunch, okay?
Look,
I'm
I
just a
learned,
small indie dungeon maker.
I learned it from Khan Academy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose this is probably all that we're going to learn here. Should we explore the other towers or move on to the Count?
Now, this is out of character. This is me just asking. When we were here, when they were here, and the cultists were here, they looked like they were actively looking for something.
They were looking for a
That
book, which
a book.
Alomah found, and then when we started combat, they summoned. They opened a portal
To the void.
to the void, and that creature came out.
Okay, got it. Okay.
A mouthless.
Yeah, it had like a
speechless-
big like mask on,
Yeah.
so we didn't
It
know, and
couldn't
it
talk.
didn't make any sound at all. Even when
Even when
he
we
like
stabbed it,
murdered
like
it.
it was just like when you stub your toe really hard.
See, that's even too much sound for
It was
it.
like, nope, didn't even do that.
Yeah, it
Try
literally
it.
had
It's
no
just
sound.
So silent.
I am.
Creepy.
They also did have items on them.
But it did go.
Ooh,
Item.
Whoa!
A harpsichord.
You also did find a couple items on the cultists, including each of them. Which how many? There were 5, I think, total.
4 and the xenomorph. Or 6.
I think there were 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Yeah.
I think there were 6.
I'm
or
sure
two, two, and two.
I should know this. There were 5 total.
They're fine. I was wrong.
Wait, let's see. Yeah, there are 5. Each of them has a dusk dagger on them, which is a delicately curved dagger ornamented with several crescent moon designs. When you hit a creature who is completely in dim light or darkness with the magic weapon, that creature takes an extra 1d4 psychic damage. These are just the uncommon variety.
I'm gonna take one of those.
There's one for each of you if you want.
Yeah. I don't think I'll use it, but
Yeah, that's perfect for you. Another dagger.
Dagger.
Yeah, does everyone want to take one? And we'll just keep the fifth one as like
Yeah.
as a possibly sell, or if we find another member or something like that.
And then the other item that you
Or if
find.
we want to implicate the cult. In
Yes.
some
Drop
crime.
it. Plant evidence. I like where your head's at.
And then the other item you find is a set of astral caltrops. Now, if you remember, Bolt, you got triggered, or you got this triggered on you last time.
Yeah,
Those were
that's
cool.
right.
Those were
So-
cool.
I stepped on it and I went, ouch, and then they exploded.
It's like a landmine, but
Yeah.
it throws you in the air. Didn't you float in the air for like?
Yeah, it like reverse gravity.
Yeah.
Do you want to read off what it does?
As an action, you can spread these magical caltrops over a square area that's 5 feet on side. Any creature that enters the area must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, stop moving this turn, and take 1 piercing damage. When this happens, the caltrops explode in a burst of extraplanar energy, destroying the caltrops and dealing 66 force damage to the creature and causing it to rise vertically up 20 feet, as if by the levitate spell. The creature remains suspended in this way for 1d4 rounds, during which time its speed becomes 0. The effect ends early if the creature takes any damage. And once they're spread on the ground, they become nearly invisible, float up to 1 inch off the ground. Creature notices the caltrops with a successful DC 20 Wisdom Perception check. You can reclaim the invisible caltrops for later use with 1 minute of careful searching and collecting. Caltrops stop floating and become visible once they're reclaimed in this way. So,
sounds like Preston's Christmas present.
They sound fun.
yes.
Just
I mean,
I want a whole bag of them. Just get like.
Well,
100 of them.
so this doesn't have. Correct me if I'm wrong. On this, it doesn't show like an amount of caltrops.
Yeah,
But
you have
basically-
one set to cover a 5-foot area of magical caltrops.
Yeah, and even
gotcha.
if they go off,
You collect
you-
the other one.
They're destroyed.
is it
Yeah.
destroyed?
Yep. When this happened, the caltrops.
Destroying the
Yep.
caltrops. Yep. Okay.
Okay, so you just basically affect a 5-foot.
Yeah.
cube.
Yep.
So it can either
Okay.
be so we can use it as either like a scout trap thing, or we can use it like in combat as a
Might be good
control
to
area.
use it like when we're camping, spending the night, set it up somewhere like
Yeah.
right outside.
And you can also
It's a cheap
take
alarm
any
spell.
magic item and probably duplicate it with enough time. So
Nice.
yeah,
Cool.
you do have a tinkerer, like an artificer, who's
Sounds
supposed
like
to be good
we
at that
should
stuff.
all have them because they sound fun
Well,
and
I-
make shenanigans.
let me know if we want to use them. Otherwise, I'll just hold on to them like always.
Sounds good.
I'll be the bank.
The bank.
bolt bank.
The bolt bank. Okay. Yep, that's what you found. You read the stories, go through the books,
Okay.
and then what's the plan?
Is there anything else anyone wants to do in here?
I want to get back to the real world
Okay.
and continue to
Continue on into the keep, see if we can find the
continue my
count.
search.
All right, so you guys head back down the stairs, back down the little hatch out of the observatory, down the spiraling stairs, past any of the hallways, any of the doorways, back to the main courtyard.
Yep.
And again, you're presented with the 4 different towers that each have a door in them, and then the set of double doors on the, we'll call it, I think I was calling it the north face. Typically, that's north for me, like for the table. So the north-facing wall is
Double
it's
doors.
north, actually.
Yes.
Look at me being
In real life,
yeah,
too.
in real life, yeah. Now you know which way we're oriented.
Oh no, they found us.
Yeah. There is a set of double doors that may lead somewhere else.
Okay.
They're just
Well,
under
as
construction.
as much as I would like to search the other towers, I am growing quite weary of this little game that we're playing with Glitterbug. So, unless there's any objections, I am going to go through the double doors. I do that. I go up to the double doors and see if they're open.
Yeah, they are open.
Are they push or pull?
One is push,
You
one is
have, to, you have to
pull.
roll for it.
They're actually mounted in the center, and it's a big turntile.
You try and push a pull door.
Yep. Yeah, they're just push.
Yep.
That's the cooler option.
Yeah, because you can put a big log or big timber behind
And
it.
you
Right?
can
Oh, yeah.
Aragorn it on your way in.
Yeah. Which I'm going to do.
Okay. You swing open the doors. Again, the tile work and the stone work inside the keep, unlike outside where it's kind of ruined, is immaculate. immaculate white tiling. There are large pillars kind of spaced evenly throughout this, what looks like a large throne room. And glowing crystals start igniting, just kind of like glowing to a specific brightness, not like igniting to fire at you or anything like that. Not dangerous magic, just illuminating magic.
What color are they?
There's actually a spectrum of colors.
Looks like a prominent one.
Oh, right, because we have our new
Listen, you need to be very careful
super
in
purple,
here.
like a light purple. Yeah.
At one point in our adventure, I went into a room and there was lots of colorful writing on the walls, and I almost died. So, tread carefully.
Okay.
You often almost die, it seems. Most of the stories I've heard of the Watch.
I told so many while you were not paying attention.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, how do you know how far life goes if you don't go to the edge?
Perhaps once ought to be enough.
No. How you get the adrenaline rush
You're
in the dance?
I'm such a junkie.
Yes.
Bolt marks down that you need another therapy session.
With Kilobex, because I'm not a good therapist. I'm not wise. Intelligent, yes. Not wise. At all.
But at the far end of this room, as the crystals illuminate, and you guys are walking and talking about dying and going to the edge and coming back, is a large crystalline throne. It's kind of jagged crystals all over, and inside is kind of this figure. He's hunched over right now, but you can see large kind of gleaming armor. He's got a gemstone in his helm, in each of his hands, each of his legs, and then you can see the faint glimmer of a large one on his back as well. And you hear a voice that kind of rings out from that side of the room that says, "So you've come at last. You've bested my champions, and now you wish to claim my kingdom for your own."
Well,
We wish to stop you from harming others. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you going to say something?
Good.
you beat my
character.
giant, which means you're exceptionally strong. So
We don't care about your
put
kingdom,
poison in your own goblet.
right? We're just here
So
so we can go home. Really. So
And that involves
we
stopping
gotta.
you.
Sorry, we gotta go.
Very well then. State your names so that I might write them on the walls when you die.
Oh, shoot, what was the name of my one guy that I was pretending to be?
Started with the D.
Drano? Was it Drano? No, that was the dwarf.
Should be in your little
I know, but I don't know where that is.
piece of paper.
7 here. Sorry.
You're fine.
Danthar Fields. That's who I say I am.
And company. Alomah.
Hello, I am Bolt.
Everybody else is
Dmitri, Victor. Actually, I was going to ask you, like how good are your benefits?
Very well then.
They're very well.
It's not part of the script.
Nope, that's not part of his script lines. You guys see a little bit of like a jerking motion, and the figure kind of like almost like tilts back as if there's something kind of pushing up inside of them.
You know, I have a very nice formula for squeaky joints. I can give it to you if you want.
And they stand to their full height and they say, "Let us begin." And we're actually going to go ahead and get a combat pretty immediate here. So the fight with the Crystaline Count will commence right after this. All right. Let's go ahead and reveal the battle map here so you guys can see the wonderful crystal gem path that you guys are on. It's pretty straightforward tonight. And in fact, here is the... I'll pass it around this way. Here is the Crystaline Count.
He's only poster putty to the base, just FYI. So
Okay.
So this is what happens.
So is he huge?
He is huge, yes. He's 3 by
so
3.
3 by 3?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
This is what happens when Steven Universe loses all his friends and he goes off the deep end.
Yes, he takes all the gems for himself. And
he stabs one in his back.
The neck, the way that neck works, looks like the Siva monsters from Destiny.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Creepy.
And then if you want to just put him right there at the front, or that last row, statues and such. Or, sorry, crystals and pillars. They're not statues, don't worry.
Yeah.
3x3, so.
It's kind of tough
Yep.
with the... Yeah, it's hard to see the lines a little bit.
Well, unfortunately, the world isn't always symmetrical. All right, so let's go ahead and roll initiative here. Bolt.
13.
13.
Scott.
Victor.
Weakler.
7. Ouch. After the 3 crits a little bit ago.
Balance
Aramis.
in all things.
19.
And Alomah.
12.
12. The first to go tonight is Aramis.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to charge in. 30, 35, 30. I'm going to dash.
Okay.
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 So
So you brandish
try
your
as close as
blades.
we can.
The resonance blade sings out. All of the crystals kind of quake a little bit as the resonance blade, and the count takes a step back and he goes, "Where did you get that blade?"
It was reforged.
It was reforged, yeah.
It's like, wait, there's a line here.
Line.
The next thing that happens is the count will stretch his right arm out, and you see the gem on it glow, and he's going to make an attack on you.
Okay.
And that is...
No, you just joined the Wayward Watch.
I'm just going to be Boots in a second.
That
You're
is
just gonna get Saradan.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so you are going to take some damage here.
All right, let's do it.
Please take 30 bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Okay.
Ouch. And then it pushes you 20 feet backwards.
Damn
Basically,
it.
this wave of force comes out and... Yep.
Like blood flying out of my mouth.
Yep.
What kind of damage was it?
That was bludgeoning. Actually, that one was force.
Force damage.
Yes, that changes it to force.
Okay.
The next thing...
I should have stopped to cast a spell.
is going to point. It is going to the count is going to point at. Let's see who will get this target. Victor, and the right foot is going to come up, and the gem is going to glow as he slams down on it, and this wave of crackling light streaks across the floor. And I need you to roll
What's
me.
the distance?
There's no distance on this.
From a distance.
70?
70? As long as it's in the room. So,
Fair enough.
this is kind
Layer
of
action.
yeah, sort of. This encounter is a little bit special. I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma.
Yep.
Cha, man.
What's up, June?
Because I know it is the least used. Actually, intelligence is the least used, but
Charisma. Let's go back here.
8. So the wave hits you and pushes you back 5 feet, but as it does, a gateway opens up to a small 20 by 20 room, and it slams you against the far wall, and these golden chains wrap around you and start hugging you.
Like in this other room.
In this other room, in this little, and you guys can all see the little 5-foot square doorway, and it is already starting to close on itself.
Problem.
Bye.
And then it is Bolt's turn.
We were not prepared.
I am going to run around and dive into the hole to try to help Victor.
Okay, so 5, 10. Yeah, 10 will get you in,
Like swan.
and then the other 20 will get you up to Victor.
Okay. And then I will try to, can I use my action to try to pull the chains off of it?
Yep. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Because we all know I'm not getting out of the strength.
Saving throw or check?
Strength,
Just leave
strength
me.
check, sorry.
History has shown.
Athletics.
Bolt,
No,
don't
just
risk your
straight
life
strength.
for me.
So no proficiency. And then I think because it is a strength check, you get advantage on it for being a...
No,
Only if you
That's only if
do
you're active
our Giant's
on-
Might
Oh,
active.
yeah.
yeah, which I'm not.
Save yourself,
Which I
Bolt.
chose not to because tiny hole.
I'll be fine.
23.
23? Yep, you managed to shatter the chains.
Let's go.
Okay.
So I have. Do I have any movement left?
You do not.
But. Let's see. Address.
I realized I just did the Anakin to Count Dooku.
Yeah. I am
Don't
twice
run
as
it alone, and then I
powerful.
run in there and shock me and throw me to the floor.
double the fall.
I will cast Kinetic Jaunt
Okay.
All right.
as a bonus action. And then I will start moving towards the doorway. It only gives me 10 extra feet, but I can get halfway there
Okay.
in this round. So yeah. Let's go.
Give me, if you'd like, you can give me an athletics check to see if you can jump the rest of that distance. 10-foot start, and then jump.
Okay.
Because you have a feeling that if you don't get out this turn, it's going to close on you. Before
this
you can take
round?
Yes, basically
Okay.
before you can take your next.
Okay, yeah, I will try to do an athletics check.
I'll give you that for free.
Do
Do you have an
25.
do you have an epic die to spend?
Sure.
I'll take an epic die for allowing you to move 10 extra feet and get out the door. How about that?
See what he did there, everyone. It's on camera. Yep, forever.
Where's my Kit Kat?
Brother versus
Yeah, so you jump out and land
Yeah, where's my Kit Kat?
I
in the
lied.
mail.
Just come sliding out.
Yep.
Lost in customs.
Prone, I bet.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be.
I'm going to say yes. I did a full on.
It scratched up all of the chassis on your way out. Okay, Alomah.
Prone, so.
I don't really have anything to help Victor move 20 feet.
Well, he can move on his turn.
Okay.
Because it's closing at the end of the round.
That's true, that's true. And he goes
He's like,
4.
nah, peace out, guys. This is fun.
Alright.
Just lets it close.
It's actually quite nice in here.
I'm going to cast.
chains are gold. Did you see
Spirit
that? I want 'em.
Guardians
Okay.
at the 6th level.
Golden handcuffs.
Once again, you reach out and summon the spirits of your ancestors.
Right.
Ancestors guide me.
And they're like constellation shaped.
Yeah, they're ethereal and like kind of starry.
Algalon?
You can
So
see
cool.
like an outline of like
Right.
a person, you know what I mean? But
So cool.
Don't forget that you still have some of the constellation of the sword left on your arm.
That's true. I have.
2 characters left, I think.
I think so.
Yes. I believe.
and
3
I
charges.
will bonus action and go into archer form.
And then again, they kind of each of the ancestors come out and they just take one of their stars and throw it at you and
And they go-
turn you into constellation.
And move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Um,
Now, if you did that before you would get the bonus attack as well.
right.
What's
so
the range on
It's 60 feet. I just was looking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I
Yep.
will make an attack
Yep.
on the Crystaline count. And that is 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay.
So they like this.
And that's going to do...
Yeah,
It's always in that with you.
look up Algalon from WoW.
Algal on the Observer. Yeah.
16 damage.
16 damage. So your astral shot flies out, and you see a flash of light come from the gem on his back, and it diverts and slams into that gem instead.
Interesting. I cannot pull him because it only works... Crusher Feet only works on creatures that are one size larger.
Ah.
And Thorn Whip only works on creatures that are large or smaller.
You must have spoken the
So
words.
I cannot pull him with either of my abilities to pull.
He's using sprint.
We'll see if he comes to you.
He's a windrunner.
The next thing that happens, unless there's anything else that you can do,
that?
I think that's all 3.
Are you concentrating on anything?
Yes, concentrating on Spirit Guardians. The next thing that happens is the gem on the Count's head. Actually, let's see. Is there anybody within 20 feet?
Nope.
Nope. It flares with kind of a light and shoots a beam of energy out 20 feet towards Aramis, but doesn't quite hit him.
Ooh.
And then the giant is going to take his first step, and as he does, his left leg is going to come down and slam into the ground, and I need everybody within 100 feet, which I believe is everybody, to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Does it go to the other plane?
Is it a knockdown thing? Because I'm already prone.
If you are prone, yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
I just bounce on the ground.
24.
Whoa.
24 is a save.
Ooh, can I make the save and bounce back up to my feet if I make it?
Yes, I like this.
I'm sorry,
14. 14 is a failure. You are knocked prone.
Thank you.
Yes, con save.
Only 13.
Only 13?
15.
That is a failure. So 15, that is also a failure. Oh, Victor, never mind. You don't have to worry about that. You're in a completely different... You're in a box.
You're in.
Yes.
You're in the bird box.
So Aramis, stays up, but Alomah gets knocked prone as this thing trembles the ground.
Whoa.
And then it is Victor's turn.
You all must be so excited for battle. I see you trembling.
I'm going to run. That's 20
So
feet.
it's 20 to get out.
20 to get out.
It runs across my back.
I run out the door.
I told you,
So
I
it's
do
30
not like
there.
that move.
So,
If you want, you can click your Boots of Speed beforehand
yeah, I think that's
as a bonus action.
Bonus speed is
I like,
bonus action.
I like,
so,
it feels like it's clicking the ruby slippers, right?
yeah.
Except when you click them
There's
together,
no
it goes,
place like
gotta go
that.
fast. Yeah, cool.
All right, so that's 60 feet of movement. So I've got the 30,
30,
so 5, 10, 15, 30. Another 30 to get up here. And then I will...
I think you're 30 away now.
Yeah, I'm 30 away. So I'm going to throw... That's also bonus action, so that's not going to work.
Remember, 20 feet is disadvantage with
Yep.
daggers.
No, you're fine. So as I'm kind of running, I'll kind of like take into the air and I'm going to cast an ice knife. And I'm going to throw it at him.
Oh, nice.
Oh, knife.
So
Knife.
Oh, knife.
Knife, man, knife.
he needs to make, so on ice knife,
Voice.
make an attack. That's going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 will hit.
And then he needs to also make a dex save
Okay.
of... Yeah, it's 5 feet with 6 on dex saving throw, or he'll take an additional 2d6 cold damage.
What is the dex save?
The dex save, I believe, I think it's 16 on this. This one's using
Your
my
spell save.
other one. Yeah, it's my spell save, which is 16.
Okay. So it looks like that. So the ice knife hits, and you can roll the damage for that portion of it.
Okay, so 6 damage for that is piercing damage,
6
and then
piercing.
2d6.
So the other.
Cold, half on a save.
3. That's that 6 total cold damage.
Okay. And as the knife hits and it looks like it's kind of starts spreading, he brings up his right hand and kind of clenches his fist, and it kind of just shatters and fizzles out a little bit. So he did not make his save, but he did make his save.
Okay.
Legendary.
And notably, sorry, what was the cold damage on that then for half?
6.
6.
So half that is total.
Okay, so
Half is 3.
Yep. Notably, none of that damage was absorbed by the gem on its back, by the way. So important to note there. That is something that you would notice readily.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do, Victor?
I've used my movement, used my bonus action. I believe that is it for this turn.
Okay. Oh. Well, apparently he's just immune to cold damage. Whoops. That did nothing at all. Nothing at all. And then he is going to move up to Aramis. Or Alomah, sorry.
Oh, okay, good.
So he'll take.
35? Can you move
He has to
35?
make a Wisdom 18 save,
Wisdom 18.
or he'll take 35 damage. Is what I
Okay,
rolled.
so he is going to...
Well, and he's prone, so isn't that a crit? When he
No,
attacks or advantage?
sorry, this is an attack.
Oh, right.
So, because he was immune to cold damage, he wouldn't have auto-save, or done his auto-save there. So he'll do that on this instead.
Okay.
So 35 cut in half is 17. Apologies, that is an epic die for you for the flub. And partially because I'm also going to attack you twice.
So can he move 35 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. He actually has really good speed.
Alas. He's
Alas.
got permanent gems of whatever.
I mean, like, if you look at him, like, just from
Gems of speed.
from a figure perspective, like, that's 15 feet, like, in one stride. Sorry, dog.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Buddy.
All right. Attack the first.
Thank you.
Well, I don't have to roll the other dice for that one because that is a crit.
Boo.
Oof. That's what the sound you make when when you
I
smash.
sound off to you! You seen that TikTok? It's the greatest.
So let's
Find it
see.
for you later.
Do this. And then this.
I want to double use Giant Smite. Can I use that figure from here on out?
62 bludgeoning damage
Ooh.
from the first attack.
Yikes.
Okay. And I think I auto-failed my concentration.
That would be
32?
Yeah,
62.
62, so 31
31.
DC.
I got a chance.
So you're saying there's a
chance. You can also use an epic die.
Yeah, that's true. Come on, baby. Yeesh. No, even the epic die wouldn't help me there.
So the Spirit Guardians disperse. And then the second attack, you know what? We've hurt you enough. Let's target victims.
Yeah, I'm almost dead.
He's like, oh, that's kind of sad. Did you heal on your short rest, though? You did? Okay.
Victor, that is a 19
By almost, I mean less than
to
half
hit
health.
you.
That hits. I will have it.
Okay?
You're bloodied.
You will have it. Take
will.
21 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so is that halved or is that...
That's before the havening.
The happening. What is happening?
Aramis.
What kind of damage was it?
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
Alright.
So I'll use my range.
I'm going to cast Bless at the second level.
Okay.
And give everybody a d4.
Is everybody within range?
I think it's just
30
what you
feet.
can see. No, 30 feet.
So everyone but me.
I mean,
So
you
you
can
don't have to
move.
do-
Well,
you
I'll
don't
move
have
back. I'll move back.
If you move
Because
next.
I'm going to
5,
cast it
10,
at a higher level to
15.
get everybody.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So you could even just go right
Okay,
there and
perfect.
still get bolt.
So we are all blessed with the d4.
We are blessed to have such great fans.
Simply the blessed. Simply the blessed. And now you all have blessed.
Perfect.
And then I will move back. I'm gonna get in range.
That would be in range right there. That's tag.
Perfect. So that next time I can do some attacks.
Okay.
Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna hide. So I moved. Yeah, I'm just gonna move back to exactly where I was.
Okay.
Because I'll have enough movement on my next turn to push up and get up. So.
Okay. Then next, the left hand is going to make another attack against you.
Okay. Crap. Come on, concentration.
Yeah, basically just one. But that is a natural 1, so it slams and destroys that crystal instead.
Oh. Hey, Wolfie, you alright?
And now that pillar, I'm gonna do this.
There
The
you
pillar
go.
is broken.
Perfect. And then the right foot is going to come down, and he's going to point at
He's the Twister King, guys.
Bolt.
Buddy,
He's
clap
going to
your
point at
hands.
you this time.
With his
Please.
foot, with big toe, points right at me.
then-
and he goes like this.
And then give me a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay, you got it. Oh, that is a 3.
3. So you are expelled into the room, another room. That other one closed at the beginning of this turn.
Okay.
And then it basically expels you into another room, slams you up against the wall, and chains you.
Oh, okay. So I'm no longer prone, technically.
You are technically no longer prone. You are instead restrained. And then it is your turn.
Okay. Can I use my action to try to break free?
Absolutely.
What do I got to roll? Anything? Or is it
Strength.
just an action?
It's strength.
To break free.
Got to break
Can't argue
free
for
from
athletics.
the lines of the- No. So
It would be
typical.
athleticism.
You have a d4 to it, though.
It's a check. Or
Sure, let's do athletics. I'll go ahead and allow it. I didn't last time, but I'll go ahead and allow it now.
23.
23 is a success. You managed to break free.
Nice. And then I'm going to... did that do any damage to me, though?
No.
Okay, so I have to roll concentration. Cool. So I'm no longer restrained. So I'm going
What are you concentrating on?
to... Kinetic jaunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and move 20 feet forward, get out of the room.
Mhm.
So that'd be 25, right, to get to the next out of the room.
20
Would that put me
will
here?
just get you out.
25.
Yep.
30. And then as I'm running, I'm going to go big.
Okay.
Use my bonus action. Go big.
Every time, I love it.
35, 40?
Almost. Okay.
Darn, I was hoping Chain Whip was bigger than you, like one size bigger, because then I'd be like, yeah, get over here.
Yeah.
But I am finally going to use some magic.
Did you use your bonus action to go big?
Yeah.
And your action.
Oh, I use my action. Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Never mind.
So that will be your turn.
Rats.
Alomah, how you doing?
Not great. I'm gonna stand,
Okay. No longer prone, so you can remove that tab.
and that's half my move speed. And then, what am I gonna do? I don't want to take a opportunity attack because it might kill me.
If you need to run, I've got your back.
If you've got the
Right.
runs.
Then I'm gonna run.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my reaction as I go
Okay.
to do a flare to lower his hit by a d6 if he's taking an opportunity
He will
attack on
take an
me.
opportunity attack. So
Okay.
you can roll that d6. Wait, sorry. It is not 2 dice. It is 1 dice.
So -3.
So that is a 18.
18 armor class. Damn this stupid studded leather.
So
I
tiny.
hate druids.
The shield flashes out, though, and intercepts it.
Okay.
Perfect. So you'll take the 27 force instead of the 27 bludgeoning.
Divided by 2, because I take resistance.
Yep.
So that's 13, right?
13. Yep.
Thank you, Walt. So I used 5 to stand, half my move speed to stand, so I
15,
only have 1, 2,
20,
3 left.
25, 30. Yep.
And then I will, let's see, I'm going to use my action to do Spirit Guardians again.
Okay.
This time at the 5th level.
We need more power. More ancestors. You pulled like the really obscure ancestors at this higher level.
Poke it up, man.
Yeah.
Salivo! The salmon.
The trickster.
Okay.
Okay.
So, cast Spirit Guardians, 5th level, and then bonus action, do another Starry Form
We need an After Effects.
shot. And this is a really bad roll.
You need to just have some pocket glitter.
16 to hit.
16.
Action
will
form.
not hit.
Wait, epic die.
Epic die.
21.
21 will
I
hit.
never get it out of here.
Okay, so for 13 damage.
I even hate that
Okay.
birthday cards.
The
I'm like,
13 damage. 13. Okay. The gem is not going to flare up this time.
Okay.
He'll just take the brunt of that.
long hair's pretty bad like that.
Okay. And anything else
Is
you like
it?
to do?
Months after not dating someone, I find like,
A random.
yeah, just randomly and thing. I wake up and see my beard. I'm like, where did this come from? I've
The
watched this since I 12
the
years.
head gem is going to flare out a beam of light at Bolt and Alomah. It's a 20-foot cone, so it can only hit those two. I need both of you to make me a Wisdom saving throw, please.
First charisma, then wisdom. My second worst spell. 5 plus 1. 6.
That's a failure. And Alomah?
Sorry.
Yeah. So, golden chains come up and wrap around you. You are restrained.
I was gonna do that to you.
That's 21.
You are not restrained, though. You managed to resist the effect and kind of...
I am too wise for your chains.
Your ancestors not in agreement. And then
we taught him that. Yes, we taught him that.
And then the left leg is going to come up and slam back down. So everybody needs to make me a. I think this one's charisma or no con. It's con saving throw, please.
18.
Yes.
20, dirty 20.
Even if I'm like
Hold on.
being okay.
21.
21's fine.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20's fine. A total of 1. You get knocked prone.
12.
12 and Bolt is knocked prone. Clonk.
Actually, there's a total of 2, but not much better.
You got another prone ring.
Yeah.
And then it is Victor's
prom
turn,
ring, but-
so never mind. Take that away, please.
A Pronus ring.
So I stand up with half my movement.
Oh,
Hold on.
we need
If I'm
advantage.
prone and I'm attacking him, do I have disadvantage on the
Yes,
attack? Okay.
yes.
So-
Melee, yeah.
So I'll stand up then, and then I will make my attack against him.
Can you give yourself advantage somehow?
I can if I didn't move, but I use movement.
That's
a problem.
Yeah, AC4 though.
Yeah, I do have.
He
the
doesn't get
bless.
sneak attack. Yeah. We need some fairy fire on this guy.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to. Let's see if I get something here. Let me cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
On my lonesome. And then I will.
Oh, roll me a d20, please. 3. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I will.
What did you do?
I don't know, but 3 is my lucky number, so hopefully it was
I
good.
guess I'll just attack him with the other. So.
Okay.
And this is with Cinder
And
Hearth.
you're just attacking just a crystalline count.
Yeah, Crystaline count. 2, so that's going to be 6 plus, I think it's 12. So that's going to be 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
No, I'm sorry. It'll be 17.
17 will hit.
Okay. And we're going to go ahead and roll that. That's 12 damage. I'm not going to bother rolling Piercer.
The
12 piercing damage. Oh, and then Cinderhearth also has his, the burning. I will activate that for the 2d10.
Okay.
And that's
so the gem on his back flares up, and you can see that it kind of flashes over the area where you stab into and absorbs a little, that damage.
whopping 4 fire damage.
And then the fire damage, he's immune to fire damage.
And cold.
Yep.
Interesting.
I wish I was immune to both of those.
Interesting.
That's it.
Okay.
I actually am going to just kind of move to flank him with my remaining movements.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. He is going to take his turn now. He's going to take a step forward.
He takes
Yes.
damage.
Go ahead.
Yes, make a save, doesn't he?
Yes, he will try and make a
Wisdom
save.
save 18.
He does make his save this time
Boo.
without having to use
The
gem.
Okay, it is.
Those are the chains
Good
around.
rolls.
Yes.
No ones. No twos. Get out of here with these. Oh my gosh.
Hey, if you
12.
take the piercer feat, you can roll
half.
it, and it'll be lower.
Look at that. 2, 2, 2, 1, 5.
Our rolls today.
And then he is
Not
going
using
to.
this anymore.
He's going to attack the big guy. Bolt here.
I would say bring it on, but I'm laying on the ground covered in chains. Like, don't attack me, please. It's fine.
33
It's
to
cool.
hit.
That definitely hits.
Got me in chains for your love.
And being prone is not an automatic.
No, it's just
27
paralyzed.
bludgeoning.
S and
27.
And then he is going to, again, just kind of swing one of his arms back and attack Victor.
Did you just backhand me?
Yes, he did. That is a 29 to hit
It was so underhanded. It did hit.
for 32 bludgeoning damage.
powerful
So as mine, I'm going to use my reaction to have that.
Okay.
Said 33?
Yep,
32.
32.
So 32, so that's
16.
16. That much. Got it.
And then we go back up to the top of the round with Aramis.
Okay, charge in.
Okay.
Let's do some stuff. Resonance Blade. Oh, 15 to hit.
15 will not hit.
Do you have bless?
19?
Bless?
19 to hit.
Bless?
Did you roll bless?
Oh,
roll bless
you're
first
you're right.
before.
18.
18 will hit. So
Keep that dice.
you can keep the dice.
Okay. So that's gonna be.
This is with the resonant blade.
Yes, this is with resonance. Is it double?
It is
for
double
his- Okay,
damage,
so
yep.
that's gonna be 26.
26, and that's after the doubling, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
And then-
Yeah, it slashes into his leg, and you see him kind of like recoil a little bit.
Nice. Second attack, 25, 34.
34.
Basically the best I could do.
Yes. Yep.
Minus crit. For 26 damage again.
26 again.
And
Okay.
then offhand, that's cocked. For 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
For 6.
6.
Plus, I'm going to do an epic die. 11.
11
damage.
total damage.
Do you have a 2-weapon fighting style?
No.
Oh, you don't.
At least I don't think I do.
What fighting style did you take?
Hold on.
Maybe you do.
Maybe I do. You're probably right.
I would think that you would have.
Where is my fighting? Where do you see fighting styles?
Under features and traits.
Features and traits.
And I'll go ahead and expend another star as I'm laying on the ground.
Oh yeah.
And
No, I do have 2 weapons, so I should
So
be
you
adding
can add
my
your dex or strength. Wait, your dex.
So another 5 to that.
Okay, another 5. And then,
I'll
sorry.
reach out and like another star comes flowing off my hand and shoots into your blade as you attack.
So
So
an
you get an
extra-
extra D4 of radiant.
4.
Okay, so an extra 9
Good
total
job,
damage.
guys. That was a pretty powerful. Pretty
Nice.
powerful.
Coordinated effort. Love it.
Unfortunately, he is immune to all your damage.
round.
No!
I mean,
You
Not
didn't
quite.
speak the magic word.
Anything else that you'd like to do?
Didn't seem immune
No.
to the radiant.
No.
that's it.
Or else that would be...
Yeah, that's
That's
all of my
problematic.
damage is radiant. basically.
So he's going to fling out his left hand and try and push Aramis away again.
Okay.
An attack
Do a
here.
dodge.
A 31 to hit.
Let me add an epic die. I'm just kidding. Yes.
And that is 30 damage, and you're pushed 20 feet from him.
Okay.
And into a room.
No.
Oh, no
Nope.
room.
This is just
This is just an attack.
the graphitic force damage.
Ow.
Yep. Then the right foot comes down. On... Was it Alomah this time?
Okay.
He was hovering.
Roll
with
me
both
that
feet in the air.
charisma saving throw, please.
That Street Fighter that like.
That's a 21.
Okay. Yeah, you manage to kind of like deflect the wave of light, and the room opens up behind you, but you don't get pushed into it.
That's right. I'm also too charismatic for your feet.
And Bolt, it is your turn.
I'm going
too
to.
charismatic.
I'm
for
going
you.
to stand up.
Too charismatic for your feet.
And what do I need to do to get out of the chains?
So this is not a grapple; it is a restrain until the beginning of the next turn for that gem.
Okay, so I'm still restrained no matter what.
Yep, you are still restrained.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to try to restrain him
Okay.
with my hands.
Nice.
You're going to grapple.
Yep, grapple.
Now you are at disadvantage because you are restrained.
Nope, that's only on dex saving throws and attack rolls.
Grappling is an attack roll.
Oh, is it?
It's a
I
special
thought it was
attack.
just a. I thought it was just a.
No,
check.
it is.
I thought it replaces
is-
one of your attacks.
Yes, but it is part of your attack action.
All right.
So yes.
So I get advantage, so it's just normal then.
Yep, just normal versus normal.
Versus normal.
Normal versus normal.
You add D4.
Plus 4, 20, dirty 20.
He rolled a 21.
Son of a. You don't have any epic dice?
No, Cory stole it from
Can I
me.
give you one?
You do have an extra attack though.
I do. I'll try it again.
Okay. Second contest.
And 23.
24.
Brother versus
We have to censor that now.
No, we don't. It's been long enough.
But there are children.
Yeah, we do have children who watch
Oh.
this sometimes.
Fudge.
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 I'll just record over it. Fire truck.
I just love that I rolled 1 above each time. That was.
I do not love that. Well,
Sometimes that's the way the rolls go.
I'll use my bonus action to activate my armor and give everyone 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Except for you're probably out of range. 5, 10, 15. Barely. Yep.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just die.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die then.
Okay. And then Bolt. Not Bolt. Alomah.
I'll go again. I'll try to grapple him. Here we go.
I mean, do you want to use your action surge?
No, not when I'm restrained.
I'm gonna step back 1
Okay.
and bonus action Starry Form. First of all, that's a 29 to hit
29 will hit.
for 10 damage, and then as an action, I'm just going to use Told Dead, actually.
Okay.
Because Thorn Whip is not as good. So he has to make a Wisdom save.
Wisdom
18.
save. He will bring up the right hand gem and.
Okay.
So roll me another d20, please.
15.
15.
Okay, so that's 15 damage, so halved.
I believe that Toll the Dead is not half damage on a hit.
Oh, you're
Because
right.
it
It's
is
a
a
cantrip.
cantrip.
You're right.
It's a
You're right.
But as
So
he does
no
bring
damage.
that gem up, and kind of you can see it. There are tiny little cracks starting to form. Good along it.
Stupid Infinity Gauntlet.
Don't let him close his fist.
I'm trying. Keep rolling
That's-
1 higher, though.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got.
Then the gem on his head is going to blast out again in a cone. You're already restrained, so it doesn't matter to you. But Alomah, please give me a Wisdom saving throw.
So it's another turn of being restrained?
No, you're just already. You were already. Oh, sorry. Technically, that would go away at the beginning of your turn,
Okay.
and then you need to roll.
beginning of
another
my
saving.
turn?
No, at the beginning of this turn.
His turn.
The gem's turn. The head of gem's turn.
Okay, so
It
now...
has its own turn.
What is it?
Yes.
Again?
25.
Another wisdom?
25 is a save. Yes, another Wisdom.
Plus D4.
15.
Not enough. You are restrained.
I think I'm... you know what? I think I'm just going to give up, guys.
Enjoy the rest of the fight.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit down and...
We got this.
You are. Oh wait, no. Sorry. That is a save.
Yes!
This is the only one that is lower than the others as far as DCs go. Yes. So yes, that is a save. You are completely fine. I apologize.
Yeah, you're not getting me. What about you? Did you get it? You saved?
Yep. Both of you guys save. And then the left leg comes down, and everybody needs to make me that Constitution saving throw, please.
Question.
Yes.
If it has its own initiative, does it take damage from my Spirit Guardians? There is a thing that can take damage? That headstone gem?
If you are aware of it, you may be able to
I can
direct
see
that
it
stuff.
cracking.
You may be able to direct your Spirit Guardians. It's one of those things where it's kind of treated as an object. So I don't think Spirit Guardians typically affects an object.
Okay.
But I will say that now that you've noticed, you can absolutely have these
Awesome.
be targeted.
Was this a con save, did you say?
It is a con save.
Okay. I used an epic die,
Okay.
and I'm at a 21.
21's a save. Victor?
14.
14 is failure. You're prone, but your turn's next, so don't worry about it.
15.
15, you are also prone, Aramis.
Hold on.
Wait.
16.
You are not prone, Aramis. You have found the DC. And then,
27.
Bolt, you are not prone. Okay, perfect. And then that leg, basically that gem went at the beginning, so what is the damage there?
Yeah, let me roll that really quick.
And what is the DC on your
Wisdom 18.
Wisdom 18?
I said I was not going to use D&D Beyond for this because it failed me so miserably
It
last
does
time.
not
Baby
make it
dice.
save.
Nice. So that's 12 23 damage.
23 damage. Okay, yeah, your ancestors, you kind of redirect them, and they start, like, basically swarming and slamming in one after the other into that left gem, and you can see it starting to crack a little bit.
Nice.
And then, what was the total damage on that again?
23.
23. And then they direct their attention to the right gem and start cracking it even more.
Nice.
The right hand gem. And then it's Victor's turn.
From my angle, do I see the gem cracking, or would I not see it from behind him?
You can see it.
Okay, so I'll direct my attacks in that general vicinity if I'm starting to see it weaken.
Okay, which gem are you
The right
attacking?
hand.
Right hand?
Right hand.
I'm assuming you're standing up first.
Yes, I'm going to stand up, so then I'm going to just attack him. Excuse me. That one terrible. That's 5 plus 4, so that's 9, and that's with a plus 10, so 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay. And that is with this one I'm going to be using Moonfang.
Some very resonant crystals going on in here.
You get.
These are the ancestors.
Yeah,
They keep getting
Moonfang.
stuck in the crystals as they spin around.
Yeah. So that's 12 piercing damage with an additional sneak attack of
Take a star.
Ooh, an extra D4. on top of that.
19. So, and 3 radiant. So total of. Do you want it separate?
I just
Separated?
No.
blown a kiss.
Okay, so that's going to be 20, 31, 34.
34. And that's with your sneak attack damage in there
That's
too?
with sneak attack. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the hand like comes back around to kind of block not Victor, but bolt off from another strike, and you just come up with a dagger and slam into the gem, and you can see a big crack coming through that on the right now.
And then bonus action, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And run 10, 15, because I took half my movement to get up, so I still have 30 feet with my boots of speed.
Yep.
Let me get behind that pillar.
Okay. And then it is the statue's turn, or the guardian, whatever.
Okay.
The giant.
23.
Giant guardian statue.
Wisdom 18.
That's right.
The construct.
15. He'll bring the right hand gem up and flare it up. So he only takes 11 from that. But roll me another d20, please.
16.
16. That gem is looking pretty gnarly at this point. Cracks all over it. And then he's going to move around Bolt a little bit. So that he can get into range of Alomah as well.
It's going to go this way or that way?
That way, yep. And then we're going to do one attack on Bolt.
Okay.
Which is 30.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to assume yes.
Yes.
In fact, I'm just going to roll.
Let's start
Take 40 bludgeoning damage, please. And then the attack on Alomah.
Reaction to flare and give him disadvantage.
Okay. Is
that just next attack, or is it like
On one attack.
one attack?
disadvantage, not a d6?
So woe gives a minus d6, but my warding flare, which comes from light cleric,
Okay.
gives disadvantage.
Okay, because last time, you said
I
flare.
misspoke,
Yep.
so I marked off a woe.
So with disadvantage, that is an 18 to hit.
Son of a bitch.
I summon a void creature to.
Yeah, that hits.
Then 29 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I say, death to the moon, long
I
live the
will-
void. Summon creature.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay. Then top of the round, Aramis.
Okay. I'm gonna sprint in.
You can go right up next to him.
Okay. And I'm going to, as I'm running
go-
up,
you gonna
use
go right
my channel divinity. Yeah, right there.
Ooh.
And
Call
cast
upon Zolas.
Vow of Enmity. Yep. And give
There you
myself
go.
advantage. So as I'm running up, I'll just say, Zolas will have your soul, and come in and attack.
Solus, we'll have your Solus.
Your Solus. That's gonna be a. Come on. 29
29 will hit.
for.
The gem on the back is going to flare and take this hit.
That's gonna be 12 damage.
Double.
Double 24 damage.
Okay.
I'll go again with that one. That is a 29.
29 will hit.
For 16 damage.
Doubled.
That's what the double.
Doubled. Okay.
And then my offhand crit.
Nice.
So I'm going to smite, obviously.
Yes.
Smite.
Do you want to throw a star?
Is,
I can't. It uses my reaction.
Oh, you used your reaction. Okay.
That's going to be 10.
I blew my star kiss to Victor.
Moon prism.
Yeah, every time I grow big, now I have a magical girl transformation. When I have the star sun.
all of your armor, and then your
Metal skirt unfurls from me. It's made out of chainmail.
Yep.
35.
35, and that's with the doubling on all the damage dice, right?
There's some more. So there's
Just tell me the new damage.
just the additional.
Yeah, the
Okay,
additional.
so the additional is 13.
13 additional damage. Okay. Yep. So you come in with Zolas. The first hit hits or gets redirected to that gem on the back. The second hit kind of slams in and opens up a weak spot, and then you take your second blade and jam it right in there, and this ashy dust just starts to go up and into the leg, basically, and just starts burning it from the inside.
Okay.
It's a sharp
go.
blade.
You're, no, don't stop this. And
Don't
then-
stop this?
Don't stop
You got
this.
it.
The
Did I get enough?
the left hand's turn. It will take. It was 23. You said.
23.
It will take that damage as your guardians are starting to redirect and basically just assaulting everything that they can.
Nice.
And he is going to go no, and then he's going to try and punch you again. Gravitic punch on Aramis.
She keeps knocking you away.
That is another natural one. You duck right underneath it, and it blows the rest of that pillar away. The right foot goes next. It will try and make it save. It does not. So 23. And then it is going to try and expel you. So I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
This is the room.
Mr.
Yeah.
Paladin can't be good at charisma.
The room?
This is the right. Yeah, this is the room one.
And roll 11.
11? Okay. So you are thrust back into the room. So basically from your space, you're back 20 feet and you're restrained by chains of light.
You are thrust into his chain room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds
Don't
so
put it back
cute.
20. No, because
No,
he's...
this is how I'm going to calculate, so he
Okay.
can run forward and stuff.
All right.
And make it easier.
Perfect. And then the gem... your ancestors should start attacking the gem on the back as well. That one does make it save, surprisingly.
11.
11 damage there. And then it is Bolt's turn.
I'm going to sit. No, I was kidding. I'm not restrained or
Nope,
prone.
You're not restrained or
Finally.
prone. Finally.
Wow.
Cursed.
Thank you, Syrinscape, for the wonderful...
Does he look like he's like the gems are starting to get pretty beat up?
They are all taking a little bit of damage at this point.
Like, would you say if they had blood that they would be bloodied?
One of them at least would
Okay.
be. Mm-hmm.
In that case, I am going to.
You do actually, noticing, you do see that the crystalline count is cracked up in places as well from all of the hits from the resonance blade and everything, and you see a little bit of almost looks like a little white ooze, or not white, yellow ooze is kind of seeping out of these
We're gonna fight
cracks.
oozes next. Dang it!
His shard plate is leaking.
Yeah.
Stormlight.
I'm going to
Drink.
cast Fairy Fire.
I'm out of drink. Fairy fire.
Forgot a drink as well.
Nice.
Yay, fairy.
So,
fire.
what is the save on this?
Dex of 15.
Dex of 15.
Not great. What's yours? Yours is
Dex
like
of
17.
15.
Oh,
It's
is
the
it?
same, yeah.
Same?
Guys need to get those spellcasting stats up.
Yeah. That's 16.
But it's Dex, so that's the weird thing.
Yeah. It's like he's probably not that dexterous, but
Let's see.
at the same time, there's legendary saves and
Nothing
stuff.
makes it save. So you cover the count, and all of the gems get highlighted in your.
But I make sure to do
red.
it like around here,
Yes.
so it doesn't
Yep.
get us.
So everything that is on the.
So that
count
replaces
versus-
my concentration for kinetic jump, by the way.
Okay.
So
But yeah, that is they are all
And then-
highlighted.
Does he have
every
to
time.
roll a thing when he casts a spell? Do you still do that?
Nope.
Or
That was
since you unlocked your
that was the last.
final form.
Yeah, we finished our
Got it.
achievement thing or whatever. Oh, you're talking about the core. Yeah, I don't do it anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my action surge, and I'm gonna
Action
punch him.
surge.
Try to punch him in the face.
Okay.
Punch him in the gym face.
And I get advantage because of the fairy fire.
Very nice.
What's this? Well, that's a dirty 20 plus 12, so 32.
32 will hit.
Yeah, I'm doing something, guys. You can do it. And then I want to also fire rune.
Okay. Try and chain him
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a saving throw, right?
Yes, DC 17 strength saving throw.
He rolls a 19. Makes a save. So he's not chained, but you can go ahead and roll the damage with the regular attack.
Yeah, let's see. He does take the fire damage. He's just not restrained.
Yes.
But he's immune to fire damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
16, 19 damage. Some of it was thunder.
How much of it was thunder?
I guess technically all of it, but but 3. So
Oh, sorry. That doesn't matter for the Count himself. Sorry. Spoilers.
it does for the orbs or the gems.
Yep.
Another attack.
Okay.
And that is a 25.
25 will hit.
For another 16 thunder damage.
Okay. This one, the shield on his, or the gem on his back is going to flare up and take the damage there. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is it. That's all I could do.
Okay. Alomah. Hello there.
Alomah is going to look up at him and say, "My goddess finds your false light less than inspiring." And he's gonna bang on his shield, and I'm gonna use my channel divinity,
Oh, wow.
Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
So
Radiance of the Moon.
yes,
We'll call it,
Radiance
yeah.
of the I like that better. Thank you.
You can go edit it.
Lunar Radiance.
Customize it.
Yeah. So any hostile creature within 30 feet
Okay.
has to make a con save. Unfortunately, it's a DC 16. And
Victor, how
they're
hostile
going
are
to
you?
take damage and
Very
con save.
Okay.
I was gonna say we're all technically hostile. Maybe not to Alomah, but
Hostile
right now we're being
to
hostile.
Just a general.
Speak for yourself, mate.
So he takes damage. Go fight me.
I'm assuming that you're also targeting the gems with
Yes.
this attack.
Yeah. That was,
They are technically not creatures, but it's kind of a weird mismatch between the two.
Yeah.
So
If they're objects, you can do interact with objects.
Well,
also.
the spells specifically say creatures. So
Amalgam
none of the
magic.
gems make their save, but the count does.
Okay, so it's 15 damage, half on a save.
15. And what's the damage type?
Radiant.
Okay.
And then my bonus action. That was an action, right? Pretty sure that was an action.
You, as the kind of blast of energy comes out, he kind of holds up his hands to reduce the damage on that, and you see that right gem just shatter
Nice.
on his right hand.
Right. Effective then. With my bonus action, I will make my Starry Form attack. But wow, since he's
That's just
next to
Aramis
me,
making.
since he's next to me, it's with disadvantage. But Fairy Fire is advantage, so cancels it
You're
out.
just practicing your timing on.
And that's a
Effects.
28 to hit
28 will hit,
for.
and that's just on the guardian.
Yes,
For
yeah.
the count.
for 15.
15 damage to the count. Okay.
And that's it. I want to move. 'Cause
All
I
right.
don't want to take an opportunity attack.
The head gem goes, and would you please roll your starry form damage for me?
I am gonna use this because I don't want to find the dice and add a. No, I can't get it to do it. Never mind. Manual. I should have prepped that. My apologies.
You're fine.
Okay, 10, 21,
And then let's go ahead and get a
25.
25 damage. Let's get a wisdom saving throw from the two in front as the head gem flares up again. So Alomah and Bolt.
10.
You are restrained.
Son of a. Do I have inspiration?
Oh, I guess I can roll this, but it needs
13.
it's only a
You
14.
have inspiration,
Yeah.
though.
Did you say 14?
13.
13? You are restrained.
Yeah.
And did you roll your blessed die with that as well?
Yeah.
I got a 14 with my
Some
bless.
really bad rolls.
Yeah, that is not enough. Okay. And then the next one, you said it was 25 damage.
We're not very wise,
25
which is why
damage.
we're still standing in front of him.
Yes. The left leg comes down. Everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw to try and stay standing, please.
So me.
Except
I am in an alternate room.
that is right.
Rolls.
You are
14.
Alternate room reverse.
14.
17.
14 failure.
17.
17 is a success.
So here
I'm
we
going to
go.
use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
Because it was
Alomah,
a 12.
Sailor Moon outfit.
Don't forget your
Saying, in the
D4.
name of the moon, I will punish you.
No. That's a no.
17 plus 9, 26.
Yes, you are not prone. You are fine.
So, just hear me out. It's Sailor Moon. He's in a Sailor Moon outfit. It's in the name of the moon, I will
Victor.
punish you. Sorry. All right. I'm going to attack. I'm going to use my movement to steady my aim to give myself advantage.
Okay.
Even though he's already adjacent to him, I do want advantage. And plus, it has
Very fair.
Fair Fire. So
Yes.
I guess never mind. I don't.
Yeah,
have
you don't
to.
need
So
to.
the first one's 19. Second one's a natural one. So I'm going to go with the 19.
Probably a good idea.
Which
that
is
will
going
hit.
to be
I will take that
29.
now. Yeah.
We're going to do the damage. This one I'm throwing as clinch.
Okay.
So that's
And
actually.
again,
Cringe.
is this specifically just against the count?
I'm sorry, not clinch. This is against whatever this back gem that I
Okay,
can
so
see.
you're targeting the back gem.
Yeah,
with
so it's
this,
the back gem. So this one I'm actually using Shadow Song because I'm going to basically kind of bring them out and start get them resonating and then
Okay.
I'll throw them. So that is going to be, that's actually 11 because the other one has a higher plus. Where is that?
And then you get to roll your sneak attack damage on this.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's a plus 9, 7, 8, 9. So it's actually 12 for the damage. And then. Come on. Please.
Roll that
We
dice.
gotta roll it 5 times. Seriously. And 22 sneak attack damage.
So 34 total damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's there. And then I'm using bonus action. Switch places with it.
Okay.
Making another attack.
And is it against the back gem still, or
It'll be with back gem still, and
Okay.
that will I'll use. Yeah, I'll be attacking with
that's with advantage?
That's a 3 out of the box, but that's a 2 in the box, even for being
Plus your D4.
plus my D4. So let's add this together. So that's 3. Plus
Plus an epic die.
An epic die, and I'm going to be using. I already used Mood Fang. It's on the ground. So this will be with Gnaw, which is a plus 9.
Is this your damage you're rolling?
This is trying to hit.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8,
8.
I was gonna say-
17.
17.
17 is exactly what you need. We found the AC a little bit ago, but I'll go ahead and
All
reveal
right.
it now.
So 24, and that's going to be plus 7.
I don't like me revealing the AC.
10 damage
10 damage.
to that
Calling
gem.
from the void.
I don't trust people to do well. Yeah, never mind. I won't say that. I trust Bolt.
Hey.
You've told me many times I wasn't a
Back
person.
gem still
I was going
standing.
to give
Back
him
gem
a,
is still standing.
I'm going to give him a bow.
The Count is going to go next. He is going to roll his saving throw. He does not make his save. He'll take 25 damage. He is going to make one attack against Victor. And that is a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that's
So you go ahead and take 34 bludgeoning damage.
I'll have it with my roguishness.
Okay. Yep, you managed to just like let it scrape by along your your right shoulder.
18, right?
And then his other part of his double attack, he's actually not going to...
17.
So I add 1 health back.
He's not going to attack anybody. He's going to... It looks like he is drawing on the power of that back gem to try and heal himself up by damaging it. Okay. And then it is...
Blood Demon Art. Vitality.
Aramis.
Okay,
Top of the
let me
round.
try and save out of these chains here.
You can roll a strength or a charisma saving throw for these chains.
Okay.
Basically repeating the
D4.
saving throw.
Another. That's right. Okay, that's good. Oops. So that's, you said strength or charisma?
Yes.
So that's a 14. I'll use
14.
my inspiration.
Okay.
Wait. I go, pull a little harder to the left. Flash of Genius, 3 more.
So
that's
17.
Is that enough?
17 is enough.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, he's.
I've done it twice.
I'll just run. 5, 20.
Back out of the room,
Yep.
and you are right next to him
Right
still.
where I was. Okay. And then
Perfect.
that was my action, so I have bonus actions basically.
I thought it was a saving throw.
That was an action.
It was an action.
Oh,
to break
action.
out of
Break
the
out.
chains,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ability check, technically. Right?
Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. Yep. You have a D8.
Sweet.
I'll say, here's a little preview of the Song of the Moon. But that's it. That's all you get.
Perfect.
2 notes.
It's a good,
Hey,
good
hey,
introduction.
we all know that there's songs that, a single note, we know exactly what it is.
The count says, "Stop flashing that blade around," and he's gonna try and smash you away again with his left hand.
Does it take damage?
It does. It'll take that 25 because these things do not have any sort of wisdom save. So
They're not wise.
that is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
Who are you so wise in the ways of the force?
Take 39
Oh my God.
force damage, and you're pushed 20 feet away. Straight back. Yep. Straight back.
Stop
Sorry. To the
smacking me!
yeah.
I am super bloody.
Yeah, it's the anime, just gouts of blood on the.
And then we've targeted everybody, but Alomah is the only one that has not been pushed into another room. So the right foot is going to slam down, and I need you to roll me that Constitution.
He's currently
saving- or
restrained
Charisma
by
saving throw.
chains.
Yeah, that's fine.
He wants to get everybody in his
The chains will
room.
just start reaching out towards
19.
19. Yeah, you managed to
I
stay
told
in
you
this
already,
room.
I'm too charismatic for your feet.
And then the back gem will take damage at the start of its turn.
You can't even get on Wiki Feet.
Bolt.
Still restrained. Right?
Yes, you are still restrained.
But, since he's got Fairy Fire, just going to what?
Just a flat
Falcon
attack.
punch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Kick.
22.
I rolled an with disadvantage, but I didn't get any lower on that attack because Bolt had hit him
Oh.
with damage.
Right.
22, you
22,
said?
yep.
That'll hit.
And that is 15 thunder damage and 1 giant damage. I don't know what
Okay.
damage it is.
That D6 of
Force
giants,
or
right?
something.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of
The gem on the back is going to take that. It is looking pretty cracked up at this point. In fact, all of the gems are looking very cracked.
And it just says an extra d6 of damage. I guess that might be thunder.
It's the same damage type. Yeah,
Yeah,
in that case, it's like sneak attack. It just adds to the extra damage.
Try another punch.
Okay.
And that is a dirty 20
Dirty 20 will hit.
for 12 thunder damage.
12
more.
thunder damage. Okay. And then a disadvantage against anything else but you. Alomah. You're prone and restrained, by the way.
Yes, I am. All right.
Can you... Because you can't move when you're restrained, so I guess you're just stuck being...
Right. I'm. It's the same thing as being grappled and shoved.
Mhm.
I am prone and,
Baby, I
and
stuck with
can't move. So yeah, I'm just gonna be lying on the floor like a wrapping chain, being like,
I really hate you.
Startled.
And yes, I am still going to bonus action, starry form attack.
Okay.
It's coming out my eyes.
Mhm.
It is with disadvantage, but fairy fire, so...
Oh no, you're
Son
going
of
full
a-
Homelander.
I don't have any more epic dice. 16 to hit.
16 will not hit.
Okay, and then for my action, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at the 4th level.
He's healing!
He's healed. Hey,
Because I'm dying.
the only time it makes sense to heal in combat is to heal the healer. Because if he goes down, he ain't bringing anybody back up.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It makes total sense.
How about heal the guy who's dying?
As soon as you go unconscious, I've got you. Don't worry. But if I'm unconscious, I can't do that.
You're like, I went to a medical school where they only taught me how to resuscitate. That's it.
Yeah,
Nothing else.
I would like to roll a performance check to act unconscious so that I will get healed.
This is not World of Warcraft. Take your punishment. Be happy.
I don't know what that is.
What's Warcraft?
Okay.
Why don't you have
Roll me your damage as well, please.
Because you're like half dead at this point. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't have any good group heals anyway.
That's true.
So I heal myself, and then when you go down, I heal you.
You get one healing word at the minimum level.
I get it. 1d4 plus
First level
1.
spells for a reason. All right, let's see.
He's not wrong.
16,
That's why healing word is one of the most powerful spells in the game. 19. Okay. The head gem. You guys are no longer restrained until another beam comes out. So give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Damage the head gem.
Head gem.
17.
Oh, I
You
didn't
make
roll
your save.
a concentration
I need
check
a
on that
better
last
die.
one.
Oh, for the attack?
Yeah, because you hit me. It was 39, right?
Yes. Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
I
I would have
got
dropped concentration
30
on.
something.
30. You're good.
I don't have bless, so don't.
No more bless on
well,
top
I
of
still
that.
have
Okay.
28.
Yeah. And your bless didn't mean anything for that, did it?
It would have just been. It would have been. Would have been a little less on the attack, but
No, on the wisdom saving throw.
oh, I didn't even roll it.
Okay.
That was just
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yep. Sorry. Remind me of the damage one more time.
19? Was it 19?
Roll the tape. 19. It was.
Sure, 19. Yeah, we'll go with 19.
I think it was like 39.
Hey, how much
and
is
then-
his? How much health does he have left? That's how much it is.
107.
The left foot is going to come down, and everybody needs to roll me the Constitution saving throw to avoid being prone.
I think I'm still prone. I was no longer
that's right.
restrained,
Yeah,
but I
you
was
were
still prone.
Yep, you are good
So-
then.
You just bounce.
No, I'll give you the same thing as him. You give me that.
If I make the
If you-
save,
if you make
I can
the
stand
save,
up. Oh, no
yep.
bless. Okay, come on. Son of a 10.
24.
You're double prone.
Saved.
You went from your back to your front. 29.
29 save.
16.
28.
Save. Okay, you are all saved. The right gem is gone. Victor, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement. I'm going to move adjacent to him. Can I move between this space here?
Yeah.
Where Crystal is?
Technically, he's a large creature, or he's a huge, or 2 sizes larger than you, so you can move through him
I will go that way.
with difficult terrain or whatever it is.
So I'll slide under him all cool. I'm going to make an attack on that.
As you're
is-
sliding under
As I slide underneath
yeah.
him, the first roll's a 1. Does he still have
Fairy fire, yes.
He does.
So the first
I
one's a
know.
natural 1, but I re-roll that for Fairy Fire, so that's going to be 18 plus my 9,
That's a
so
bunch.
that's going to be...
That'll hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
Sneak
my-
attack, and this is against the count
Missed.
himself.
This is against the... I'm going to go for his... If I...
He has
Going through, can I stab the back gem as I'm going through?
You want to do the back gem?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's going to be 10 damage to the back,
Okay.
plus
Plus the sneak.
Sneak attack. I'm going to re-roll one of those with my... It's a 6. Piercer feat.
I don't.
Still one?
Every time.
Always. Forever.
Every time. Every time.
I love it.
Every time. That's a 15.
Best feat ever.
15 on top of the 10.
That's on top of the 10, so 25 total.
I think you need a lot of Kit
25
Kats to let
total.
Cory have you change that feed up something else.
Seriously.
true.
So then
People are going to start thinking that's my favorite candy now, which it's not.
I mean, you can be bought. You can be bought. It just depends.
No, peanut butter is a no for me.
no, there's a
Not an allergy. I just don't
Well,
like
the
taste
problem
of it.
is
No sour things
it's a
either.
half
No
feet,
sour.
and there's not a lot of other great half feet dex options unless
If
you're
you
an
can
elf.
bring me my favorite
Elf
candy bar,
accuracy.
even in a fun size,
The
I will give
reason-
you an epic die.
so the
You
reason
can
we give
figure
you
it
Kit
out.
Kats
Not you,
is-
you already know what
I
it is.
apologize.
we give you Kit Kats because we want you to give us a break.
Yeah.
Don't forget though, with Piercer 2, if you get a crit, something happens.
It's an additional die, yeah. When I critical.
Anything else that you'd like to do?
That's part of the rules of D&D, though, is
Yeah.
bribing the DM.
It's true, yeah.
Streets.
Everybody knows
It's true.
this.
So I'm
It is
going.
known.
It's in the DMG.
I'm
It is
going
known.
to pull.
This is
Just
the
making
way.
sure how many I can pull. I'm pretty sure it's 4 at this point.
It's your
Proficiency bonus,
Proficiency?
so that's 6, I think.
Our proficiency bonus is 4 right now.
4. Okay, so I can pull 4 daggers. I'm going to pull all 4 daggers.
Okay.
He needs to make a dex save of the 16.
Of the 16.
Of the 16.
Okay, Starfire.
Thanks. You got where that reference came from. So,
He makes 2.
so that's 4, 5, 6, 7 for the 2 that do hit him, plus my proficiency. It's proficiency plus my wisdom, which is plus 4. So that's 8 additional damage per. So that's 16.
So 7 plus 16?
Yeah.
23. Not
As it pulls him in the
223. Okay, yeah, they all go slicing, basically following through the legs and just cutting up his ankles
It's
there.
like the Olifant.
Alomah, why are you still on the ground?
I was resting.
Do you need help?
Victor says, "Do you need help?" And then a fist is going to come around and try and slam into him. It's with disadvantage.
Okay.
So that is only a 19 to hit you.
Yeah, hits.
Okay.
That's even with Shield of Faith. So.
Take 27 bludgeoning damage.
I'll have it with my reaction.
Okay. And then we'll do
Sorry.
one.
I cloud rune
What do you say
into
with the number?
Aramis. No, just kidding.
27, so 13.
That would be
So that he can
cruel.
so that he can get healed.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock you unconscious with the cloud rune so you can go heal it.
And
That's
then-
actually not a bad idea. If he had like 1 hit point, that would be a great
Great way
thing
to soak
do.
damage.
Yeah, it would
it's
be super
I'd be a
efficient.
tank.
and then the other attack is going to be on Bolt,
As long as it's not massive damage.
which is a 21 to hit.
Then
I
that would be
have
called
a-
murder.
Yes.
That.
22.
22.
Okay,
We got
perfect. One higher. See, it works both ways. Yeah, well, he should have healed there. Oh well. The count isn't really
Did
thinking.
he take my Spirit Guardian's damage?
What was that damage total?
He wasn't 19.
He wasn't counting on us.
He
being
does not
so
make a
strong.
save. So yes, he did take
Pretty
that
soon
damage.
it will be the final count down.
That's the name. I wrote that as the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Final countdown.
If you do like final count.
Okay,
down.
yeah. I gotta remember that too. That's the perfect name for this episode.
The first time I was count to the end, and then that one.
Aramis, it is your turn.
All right. Blaze of glory.
Do it.
I'm gonna run up and say, with the resonance blade, and say, "Taste the metal of the unquenchable soul drinker," and try and hit him.
Okay.
I'm naming blades now.
The count
Perfect.
tried to destroy the metal, but he was
That
smite
is
to the ground.
a
That name-
27 to hit.
27 will hit.
For
Every time you run in, I get a little bit
16
more
damage.
AC.
Is that doubled?
Yes.
Okay.
Bad roll.
Use a defensive flourish so you are less likely to die.
I will.
Right.
Second attack.
Oh, such bad rolls.
Defend yourself,
21
Aramis.
21 will hit.
I can tell you're almost dead.
for
So I can heal you after this fight is over.
You're watching him very closely for the moment he drops.
30 damage.
So the resonance blade comes around. He brings his hand up to try and deflect it, and you just knock it out of the way, and then you bring the resonance blade right into the chest, and it just rattles, and the armor kind of collapses backwards. And you hear a voice say, "You think you've won?" You think that this is my final form. And the kind of yellow ooze that you see has been bubbling through these cracks does in fact pull itself out and congeal into a medium-sized oozeling with an eye. And he said, and the true Crystaline Count.
Much less threatening in this.
Oh, turn him around so he's facing the party, please, because he does in fact have an eyeball.
Your tail's kind of like wagging.
Is he right there? Yep. And he says, it doesn't matter how many tyrants you kill, another one will take its place. Would you please take your third attack?
Bonus action. Yep. He's still
Did he just Hydra? Did he just Hydra?
He is not fairy fired. The armor was fairy fired.
Okay.
The unconventional soul drinker.
So that
Yes,
is
he
27.
Did he just Hydra?
Hit
27 will hit.
for 13 damage, and I will do my defensive flourish, which is a DE8. So that is 5 more damage to that, and I'm going to apply that to my AC.
Okay. What is your comeback as you bisect the Crystaline Count and destroy him?
And we will be there to put the other tyrant down.
And yeah, you hit right through the ooze, hit into that little tiny slimy core that all oozes and slime seem to have, and he just falls over dead.
Nice. Okay, now I need to know, out of character, like if we wouldn't have killed him, would he have just like exploded for like 100 damage to everybody, or was he just kind of?
Oh,
you don't have to tell me.
No, he wouldn't have. But thank you for reminding me that when the construct dies, it does do damage to everybody nearby.
If I go down, I'll take you with me.
So here,
So you can use it to take less damage.
but that's not going to happen because otherwise you probably would have dropped and you wouldn't have been able to do your very cool moment. So we're not going to include that.
It happens after.
I use my reaction to
How
take
about
the
he falls
damage.
this way and hits everybody? But
It's one of the D. So
You can let it hit me.
dodge this.
I was hoping that somebody would die so I could bring him back.
Yeah, everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Right.
Woohoo! 25.
That's a save.
10.
Fail.
15.
Fail.
That is
Dex save. You got evasion.
15 in evasion.
So you're still gonna
Fail.
fail, but you
Yeah,
take
But
half.
you'll take half. So 28 damage to the total for everybody who failed.
You have 1 hit point.
Aramis falls unconscious after he basically, as this thing is falling and the ooze is
Yeah.
you
Stab it and
Is
then
it-
ooze
is it-
explode away.
Explode backwards. Huh?
Perfect. I'm unconscious.
It is a save, yeah. So.
I use Cloud Rune to take that damage.
Okay.
Redirect.
Yeah.
And then you have it. I'm just
Yeah.
standing there like.
So you take another 28. Oh no, sorry, it was half
Half.
damage. So
Yeah, 14.
14.
We're both like blood coming out of our eyes at this point. Just
Okay. And then at the you guys
You can't not have your cool moments.
you guys hear a little fanfare at the back of the throne, and Bosco is standing there, and he pops like 2 of those poppers, and he goes, "Great job, you guys! Congratulations on beating the Crystaline Count and surviving Hollowbend Keep."
You know, for supposedly not being in total danger and not dying, we sure as heck got close to it.
Yeah. So about that, we found an issue in the system
In the code, above, got it.
Basically, the aberrant creatures were starting to devour some
Literal
of the
bugs in the
protective
code.
charms.
Yeah.
So we had to take care of those, but they did disrupt the whole not dying while you were in here thing. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to make you guys worry too much or anything like that.
Nobody. As Alomah standing, I was like, nobody would have died.
Don't worry. The best views are from the edge.
I just love Aramis. Sorry, I'm giving you an epic die for that. I love that look of just like, here.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
He had his not manifesto, but he had his like this big speech on the boat on the way over where he talked about like, I don't save anyone until after they've learned their lessons or whatever.
And in fact, as I say that, I cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
And just start healing everybody.
What,
So I'm gonna do
It's like a
gosh,
D8
this is
every
what
6 seconds or something.
20d6. Dang.
20d6.
Over a minute, so like if people are talking or whatever.
Yeah. But, you know, to the victor goes the spoils, so, and Victor is here, yeah, so, wonderful. And he
We all helped.
I'll share.
Moscow steps to the side and gives a little flourish, and the throne itself kind of cracks and falls away, and there is a pile of loot, treasure, and items standing there, which we shall roll as a fun little hoard here. This is going
Horde
to
of the Crystaline Count.
So,
Horde of the Dragon.
first of all, let's get that healing.
Yeah, take. Let's see. You're almost dead.
I'm at 1
You're
hit
almost
point.
dead.
3.
Okay, you guys each get 30 hit points.
Okay.
And how is Bolt looking?
42 out of 161.
Okay, I'll give myself the remaining 8.
Much better.
I can also walk around in healing bonk.
That's true.
And after a minute ends, I'm
Hey,
gonna,
Bosco,
I'm
will you
gonna
hold
do
this
that
for a
same
minute?
thing again.
Okay, so another 70.
I'm just gonna keep, like, everybody's like
Sorry, I
examining
know
the
what it
loot, and I'm
is.
just standing behind everybody like,
I had to try.
yeah.
Yeah, your ancestors kind of disperse and just start like flowing around.
Yeah.
Dense.
Victor, roll me 4d6.
I think your dead cousin has a crush on me. Just saying. She comes around all the time.
Yeah. It's true, she does hang around you.
You know, to be honest with you, I have noticed Elvira seeming to linger around you whenever I summon her.
18.
I've been a little uncomfortable with her.
That is...
I'm no longer summoning.
I don't suppose
She only comes out on the 5th level casting.
That is 18,000 gold pieces. Write that down.
Woo!
And then Aramis, please give me roll me 5d6.
Okay.
Oh, I roll.
You're writing all this down, yes?
Yeah. Well, so far only gold, right?
So far, only. Yep.
24.
20. That's 2,300 platinum pieces.
Nice. Right, that's quite a treasure.
Yeah, I got it.
Then, if you wouldn't mind, Bolt rolling me a d100. This is a treasure hoard
Aramis,
of an appropriate challenge level.
Did
for
you
sure.
48.
48.
did you say you
Another
had?
20 healing each.
Okay, thank you.
And 10 for you, Bolt.
Did you say that you have named your blade? Did it speak to you?
Did it speak to me?
It's been singing to
mean,
you. Who? This is a
yeah,
good question.
Yeah. I
You want
I
it
would
to?
say
Yeah.
I would say it
You
did.
heard something.
Tell me
Yeah.
again. What is his name?
The unquenchable soul drinker.
That's good.
It's quite a mouthful.
That-
It felt weird when I thought of it, but when I said it, it was really
no,
cool.
that really resonates with me.
Nah.
Me too.
So
I like
you said 48, right?
Yes.
Alomah, roll me 3d6, please.
I guess mine just didn't count.
No, that was determining the rest of the treasure.
8.
8. So you find 8,000 gold piece gems. We'll say diamonds, just because you guys could probably use some diamonds. as it were.
8,000 worth of diamonds or 8,000 diamonds?
8,000 worth of diamonds.
Nice.
8,000 one gold piece diamonds.
You know what? I'd like to hold on to some of those for Revivify.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably need those.
Yeah, we can divvy it up. We'll give you couple hundred, couple.
I think it's 300
300
gold
per, so
per casting, so maybe
Couple
a couple.
sets of
And then Victor, roll me a d6, please, to determine how many times we're going to roll on the magic table.
That's a 1.
No, use an epic dice.
I'll use an epic die. 5.
Epic dice are allowed on these rolls. That is, I should not have said what this was for. So that is a total of 5, or was that 5 plus 1?
That was a total of 5.
Total of 5. Okay, so let's have Aramis roll me a D100.
Okay. Let's do it. 58.
58 is a potion of invulnerability. And then Bolt, if you would roll me a D100. And then I'll need one from Alomah as well.
D100.
Yep.
Because you'll never beat Alomah.
65.
65 is a potion of mind reading.
84.
Bolts the tank.
84 is a Qual's feather
It's just
token.
a different kind of bug.
You have to determine
That sounds cool.
What is it?
token. It's called a Qual's feather token.
How do you spell
Quaal apostrophe S. And then would you roll me another D100, please,
Not
to
feather
determine which token this is?
Not to be confused with
Um,
squalls.
Remind me, 00 and 8. Is that 80 or is that?
That is
8.
That's 8.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 00 and 0 is 100.
Is it
So
100?
yeah.
Got
So
it.
8. This is an anchor token. So the anchor says that you can use an action to touch the token to a boat or a ship. For the next 24 hours, the vessel can't be moved by any means. Touching the token to the vessel again ends the effect. And
Does
when
that
the
include
effect
sky-
ends, the token disappears.
Does that include skyships?
It says any ship.
Ship.
Yep.
So
Like
bad guys
coming
are about to
handy
chase
here.
us. We're running. We're like, not today.
Or you can use it as an air brake when you're falling.
So that's
This is
third.
the perfect way to do a bank heist. Let's be
Victor.
bad guys.
Victor, roll me a D100, and then Aramis, roll me a D100 to round us out. Here.
Okay.
We've got a total of 23.
23 is
I got 32.
It's meant to be 32.
a set of +2 ammunition, so 20 +2 ammunition. And then you said 23 as well?
No, wait, what'd you have?
I had 23.
So I had
32.
32. A potion of clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance. And mind reading? We've got a lot of mind potions.
Clairvoyance, mind reading, invulnerability is what you got for the potion wise. Okay?
Pretty good, guys.
Yep, so you guys take an hour. You can take a short rest if you want in addition to this.
Any other items that we need to, like weapons or anything like that we need to identify?
Oh, you need to get your rewards for your
Yeah.
challenges. That's right. No other items that you need to identify yet. Yeah, you all hold out your challenge tokens. Do you guys have your receipts, please?
Yes, sir.
All right,
I filed
first
it under
up.
D for donut.
Can you validate my parking too?
That was a Mitch Hedberg
Yes, it
reference.
was.
I love that.
It was.
And I love that I got it.
That was a stupid joke. I make those sometimes.
We don't need to bring pen and paper into this transaction.
I give you the money. You give me the donut.
End of story.
Okay, so Bosco first comes over to Bolt and says, Gretha, Naja, who rejected all magic, still found strength in her own
Secret magic.
strength. And he's going to hand you another potion of invulnerability.
Okay.
And then as he hands it to you, you get a kind of this etched symbol on part of your body of the jaws of a wolf. So the glowing symbol of jaws of a wolf is marked somewhere on your body, signaling your accomplishments in Hollowbend Keep. When an attack misses you, you can use your reaction to counterattack. You make a basic weapon attack against the target, and on a hit, the target takes an extra d6 damage for every 10 hit points you are missing, minimum of 1d6. In addition, you gain temporary hit points equal to the amount of damage dealt.
Nice.
Once this boon has been used 7 times, it either fades to a normal black tattoo or disappears at your request. Though whenever you are within the confines of Hollowbend, the mark will reappear, even if no longer usable. And if you spend 1 week in Hollowbend assisting in manual labor and menial tasks for the denizens, the tattoo regains all of its charges and reappears.
Nice. Okay.
We're all getting Alomah tattoos.
I take offense. I'm not a mascot.
It's cultural appropriation.
I'm gonna put it on my lower back.
That's what they call it.
It'll be like a tramp stamp.
Okay, lower back of Wolf's Jaws.
Jaws of
Perfect.
Of Alomah, he poses for it.
Use a dramatic tool for it.
Yes.
Engraver. Next, Bosco turns to Victor and says, "Do you hear that?" And you hear, and the chest comes, Chipper comes running around the corner. You attack it.
It's your broom, but with legs.
17 plus
17.
11.
Yeah, your dagger slams into it, and it lets out a yipe and kind of falls
Do
to the side.
not run up on me.
And the lid opens up, and some stuff spills out of it.
Vomits up his.
Most of it
Last will
is
and testament.
most of it's kind of basic materials from a trading post. You've got a few food rations,
of
spools
yarn.
of rope, that sort of thing. Yeah, twine. Yeah.
One pitten.
So you can pick say 100 gold pieces worth of mundane items from that you would find in a supply store, and a note from Durad that says, "I don't know who you are, stranger, but thank you so much for assisting me in basically putting my life back together." And in addition to that, there is one other thing. But go ahead with what you were
Your
saying.
alignment changes to lawful good.
I'll tell him.
never mind. I'll ask. We need to ask Glitterbug a question before I make my decision. But thank you.
So the chest also contains a mithril bracelet whose surface is stamped with the word reinforcements. So after getting this identified, which I'm going to assume we all do, throwing this bracelet out causes it to expand, leaving a hole in the ground where it lands. 2 dwarves made of mithril then emerge from it, landing on the ground with a thunderous boom. One appears male and the other female, carved from mithril to look like they are wearing sleeveless jerkins and clenching their hands into fists as if ready for action. The 2 guardians act in whatever capacity the wielder requests for 1 hour, using the statistics of a gold-forged sentinel, except they have an 18 dexterity and advantage on stealth checks. And I'm going to send this all to you as well. Once the hour is up, they return to the caster and hold out their hand. If the player gives them a platinum piece each, they will continue to follow them for another hour. If the wielder does not or doesn't provide payment, they will disappear after 1 minute. Once they are gone, they cannot be summoned for another 1d20 days. If one of them is reduced to 0 hit points, it cannot be summoned for 1d20 months. And the wielder can dismiss both golems as a free action anytime on their turn.
On their turn. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Now,
And
like,
then-
they're about to hit it.
So as long as you got platinum, our party just grew by 2. Yeah.
So you also get a...
Expensive mercenaries.
Every hour.
Well, we can do it
That was
2,300
medieval.
times at this point.
You also have a tattoo that will only appear for you while you are within Hollowbend itself. The tattoo of a treasure chest, somewhere on your body. You can do it in the back of your hand or whatever. And while you have this tattoo, you will be treated with respect and allowed
Right
to
across the
stay in
butt.
any establishment for free in
the lid
Hollowbend,
slots.
as well as you can ask for any mundane item in the player's handbook worth 20 gold or less 3 times a day and receive it free of charge from the vendor.
Nice.
And then after that, all prices are 50% in Hollowbend for you.
50%.
And he said Midian Ode helped a lot of people with the money that they shared, and now you have as well.
I'll have it on the bottom of my foot.
Okay, so nobody can see it.
Keeps you grounded.
It keeps me grounded.
Wow.
And I don't like mimics, so.
You're always stepping on them.
Every step.
You have received your reward for
Ever since the
Danther's,
first mimics.
one of Danther's blades that he was able to acquire during his travels. But you also will have something in addition to that. So in addition to the blade's other properties, whenever the weapon is lost or stolen, returning to the lands of Hollowbend will cause the blade to reappear in the front of the wielder. The denizens of the sanctum will also show the utmost respect to the wielder until abused by them, and will agree to aid you in any capacity if they are able.
Nice. So basically, I have my own little Aragorn ghost army here. Okay.
You guys can join forces.
Yeah.
And use your spirits.
Spirits and ghosts.
Spirits and ghosts. That's how we're gonna do.
He does
Whatever.
say, but you did use 2 blades, and you did kill the Crystaline Count,
And the ooze.
which is also the Crystaline Count. So he's gonna snap his fingers, and another bronze blade appears, and then it shimmers a little bit and turns to solid gold, and then he's gonna hand it to you, and it does ring with magic as you pick it up. So this is a battle tax, is what it's called, but it's going to be a short sword instead of an axe. So the battle tax is a short sword that gives you a +1 to bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls.
Okay.
And then when you roll a 20 on an attack roll with this weapon against a smaller, larger hostile creature, you magically earn a number of gold coins equal to the attack's damage.
So
When you do, it glimmers like sparkling coins, and you can sense the weight and clink of coins magically falling into your
like
purse,
Scott
pocket, or
Pilgrim.
bag.
Scott
Yeah.
Pilgrim versus the World. These coins.
So they automatically go into my bag, though.
Yep. If you have no room for the coins or don't want them to be immediately added to your storage, the coins erupt from the wound you inflict on the target instead. And once you generate coins this way, you can't create any more for 12 hours.
Okay.
So once every 12 hours.
Nice. So save it for a crit.
Also, I would like to point out that after you see and count the treasure, do you pull out your pig to have it start consuming?
Yes, I'll just make sure that's where I.
You just toss the pig into the pile of treasure because it eats it. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and just.
That is adorable. And makes me hungry.
It's a
What are they called?
I could use.
Piggy bank.
Just piggy bank?
I could use some fat back right about now.
Well, I think you'll find this one's not very it's made out of porcelain, but similar to my bag here, but only for gold and coins.
And finally, Alomah, who decided to take chaotic magic and now has to embrace it a little bit more in all of his life.
Oh.
Not in the way you're thinking, though. Don't worry.
Make me nervous.
Required.
So much like Alikos was, the Challenger is blessed with the ability to read and write Draconic. You now know that as a language.
Yes.
And you are also granted a butterfly tattoo somewhere on your person while within the realm of Hollowbend.
Actually, on my tail.
On your tail. And you can activate that
You have
tattoo.
to shave the fur first to do the tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, any tattoo.
You're gonna have a blank
Actually, you know what? I
patch.
take that back. I'm gonna put it on my palm.
Okay.
The palm of my left hand.
Perfect. And that will be, while you're within Hollowbend, you can basically at will do a wild magic search whenever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just say it's a bonus action. Okay. In addition, the area surrounding the eyes of the affected creature become kaleidoscopic in nature. Whoa. Though this effect is only seen in certain lights and out of the corner of the eye at most times. As an action, you can channel the magic of this boon through your eyes in a 30-foot cone centered on yourself. This beam acts like the prismatic spray spell, but the caster rolls 1d8 for all affected creature in the area, noting their roll. After this action is taken, that particular color fades away from the rainbow of colors around your eyes, the other colors rushing in to fill the missing space. If you've used this action once, doing so again causes you incredible strain on your eyes, and you're blinded for 1 minute. So you can only use it once per long rest, or you're blinded.
The whole thing, or just a color?
Just a color. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is you can use this boon 8 times.
Got it.
Once for each color,
Got it.
rolling, and then you note which colors are missing.
Okay.
Right. And prismatic spray does like different effects for each
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're mostly damage effects too. Like I think they've all.
Pretty sure.
And then when the last of the color is used on this boon, the creature's eyes return to normal, and you recover 2 spell slots of level 2 or lower. And then you can recover this boon by spending 42 days within Hollowbend Sanctum, though each day you must use the chaotic effect provided by these rewards in order to make sure that you get that boon back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, it's just a little bit of like, it's almost Caecilius-ish, where it's kind of like that little prismatic around the eyes. But again, it kind of fades away, so it's just in the background if you want it to be, or it can be fully there if you want it to affect you more. That's up to you.
I think I would. I would have it be like,
Something's up with your eyes.
It's called eyeshadow, and I am beautiful.
He's looking a little starry-eyed.
It's true, he's too charismatic for...
I'm too charismatic for feet.
Yep.
Too charismatic for your eyes.
Wow, and then when comes
I'm too charismatic.
You start playing. You start playing a tune. I'm too sexy.
Too sexy for your shirt.
But then you sing kind of like William Shatner does.
Yes.
Say,
I'm too sexy for much.
Well, if you're all done...
I think I am done with Hollowbend.
Perfect. And he's going to step to the side again, and where he was standing before, there is just a magical portal archway that leads you right back to the main foyer, the main courtyard.
I will waste no time and go through it.
Okay. And Glitterbug is sitting there, and she claps as you come through. Her siblings are spinning around in the air, cheering, and she says, "That was wonderful, and you provided me with all the essence that I absolutely needed."
You got all the hero juice you need.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
We need to talk about the Crystaline Count. He's going to need a few more dialogue choices to make it feel a little more...
yeah, he was very much like
Okay.
one-dimensional, and I apologize for that.
I would want to approach her with the book and open up the book and say, and in fact,
All 3 of the baby fairy dragons are going to sit on your shoulders like they're
Yes.
waiting for a story.
and I'm going to speak in Draconic.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
it feels cool to be able to use it. And I don't want these guys eavesdropping because they always make fun of me.
Numa, 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 eh.
I secretly pull out and bonk, understand languages. Yep.
As soon as he starts?
Yep, as soon as he starts, so I can understand him.
Make sure you put a charge in there.
I don't know how many I've used for the healing.
Yeah, and I'll just say,
2 or 3.
Honored mistress, I'm wondering if you could tell me anything more about this particular book that was in the astronomy tower
And she kind of cranes
inside
her.
of...
Interesting. That's not one that I put there. However, I do know that this particular set of stories, I've heard of it before. There are 3 volumes in total. Though I'm not sure where the other 2 are.
2 questions. Well,
Yes.
okay, you just answered the first. The second, well, did you observe the cultists that were looking for it?
I sensed them after the fact. I was able to kind of... Well, I took care of the bodies for you, basically.
I don't suppose you know how they got in or where they came from.
From what I can tell, they ripped their way into my dimension from somewhere else.
But there was no trace of where they may have come from.
It was a place in Aneria, I can tell you that much. It wasn't outside.
In the astral sea.
Nope.
Have you ever seen this particular temple before? And I'll show her a picture of the sandcastle, or know where it might be located.
It does look like one of Lunera's old temples. She used to have them, scattered about, as all the gods did, before everything happened, obviously. I couldn't tell you where the closest one was, because I don't really know what the world looks like these days. Speaking of which, and she switches back to common and she says, Bolt, do you have a map of an area, by chance?
I believe I do, and I'll go ahead and rummage around and pull out a map.
Thank you. And she will, she'll set it down, and the 3 fairy dragons will come over, and they will, unroll a leaf, and they'll start, copying the map, working as a trio. And she goes, it's so nice to see them actually working together. And they're fighting again.
Children, you're not paying attention to the story. I was just let me read it to you.
And they all sit down and just stare up.
Once upon a time, there were 2 siblings. They fought, and as a result, their mother was killed. See it for yourself right here. Read the story.
And all 3 of them immediately go back to drawing the map, working as coordinated as possible. So good job. You may have corrected 3 children, at least for the time being.
Scared them straight. Prison Mike.
Yep.
That's what he's here for.
I really do thank you for all the assistance. I know it was a little bit of a harrowing journey, but you are true heroes, as far as I can tell. All 4 of you have proven yourselves worthy to carry on the legacy of heroics in an area.
The Wayward Watch is happy to help.
Indeed. I had one question for you as well. The people that are in there, are they sentient or are they trapped beyond reveal?
They are what once was. They're memories of the individuals that experienced those events.
Like an echo.
Mm-hmm. Some, like Belladonna and her husband, are visitors, guests permanently, who have agreed to stay in, but have their own personality and will. And then, of course, there are others who gain a bit more sentience, as it were, like those outside now, the King and Queen's people that the Wayward Watch helped all those years ago. But it's really hard to tell who is sentient and who isn't. Most of them are just simulacrum.
Okay, that's good to know.
Is Bosco here?
Yeah.
Bosco, for the materials that we received from the border town, if you could please distribute it to the townspeople in Hollowbend.
Very generous of you. Thank you.
Yes, hopefully that will help them to rebuild their home. I know how it feels to be displaced.
Of course. You would, wouldn't you? Thank you. And he nods, and Chipper appears again, much more cautiously this time, and takes the supplies and kind of moves off.
I throw a dagger where it's not at it, but where it was standing, so it runs faster.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
Mimics.
I find them quite adorable, actually.
If there is nothing else, I will have to ask you to leave. I do have to close off the sanctum for a little bit while I make sure everything is ready for the next group to come through.
You don't have to ask me twice. It's been lovely, but I'm about done.
Good luck to you, all of you. And it was nice to meet you, Alomah, and you, Aramis, as well.
Equally.
Would you like a ride home?
That would be fantastic.
Okay, I will see if somebody can call you an airship. Bosco, would you call them an airship? Yeah, I'll see if Six Hills has something. Sorry, I don't actually, I can't give you a ride or anything. I'm kind of stuck here. Toodles.
Well, we'll be on our way. It was good seeing you again, even though I almost died multiple times. But
We're working on that.
That seems to be a normal thing.
I hate long goodbyes.
But we'll walk through the town and like, bye everybody.
See ya. Yeah. And again, like everybody that you pass by will bow respectfully to Aramis, because you are basically wearing the and it is a new day out here. You guys did spend an evening, so it is a brand new day. And you guys head out. Bosco says that he will have an airship waiting for you at Six Hills because it's not too long. It's probably like a day travel or half a day travel to get there.
I wouldn't mind walking after our experience. Stretch our legs a little bit.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I would like to find some poles and material to make a stretcher, and then I'll take the bracelet, and then have the two platinum guys drag me back to town while I sleep.
Okay. Are you going to pay them?
That's 1d20 days that you won't be able to use them again.
Okay, I won't do that. I'll get on my broom.
I'll just get on the broom to carry me, I
The
guess.
flying.
He just thinks about buying a palanquin and just being pulled around.
Yep. You just attach the broom to Bolt and just let him drag you.
If you had fabrials, you could make a floating palanquin.
That's
Or whatever it's called.
That's true. And as the party heads out of the forest, you're attacked by bandits. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's the Minotaur, and I just go, really? Again?
It's his son, actually. And he's like, I
that's
remember
all,
what you did with my dad. I'm leaving.
Oh, Dad told me about you guys. Run.
But you guys are going to head back to... It's like a day travel to Six Hills if you want to catch a boat after that, or you can just take a 2-week journey back to... on foot back to Salzport.
Actually, I have a helm of teleportation.
Oh, true.
And we have a teleportation circle at the tower.
The tower. Right?
How
we do.
How does it have charges? How often can
I just have to swap it out with something and attune to it.
How many charges does Helm of Teleportation have, though? I think it regains charges every day.
like at dawn?
3 charges, and it's 1d3 at dawn.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
nice.
I can cast the teleport spell, which I think allows me to take people with it. Update willing creatures. Yep. Instantly
Nice.
transports you.
All
and
right.
willing
Everybody
creature
hold
choice.
hands.
Yep, so Bolt pulls out his little... Again, it kind of looks like one of those...
I wait until we're almost to Six Hills, though.
After, like...
I wanted
half
to
a day of
walk.
travel, yeah.
This the entire time.
Yeah, I just...
Actually, you know what? It was
It's a nice place.
beautiful walk, and I'm not that familiar with this part of the country.
Quite
so-
nostalgic.
But again, it does kind of look like one of those Mongol hats in shape, even with a little spike. And as you kind of cast the teleportation rune, and everybody gets picked up and sent to Salzport.
It says you roll a D100, but if it's a permanent circle,
Yeah.
1 to 100 is a success.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
on target.
And you guys teleport away, and we will end tonight's episode there.
And we're going to teleport away right now.
You have survived Hollowbend Keep. Thank you for dealing with my challenges. You may all level up to level 13. I am a generous DM. And everybody gets inspiration and an epic die, because that was a fun little fight, wasn't it?
It was.
That was something unique that I was trying tonight. But thank you everybody for joining us. Next time there will be a brand new adventure for the new Wayward Watch. I think these are permanent members, don't you, Bolt? Don't you, Victor?
Yeah.
Maybe. We got to talk about dues.
Perfect.
I like them.
Okay. And
We do have to teach
cast your vote as well, Skull and Crossbones, if you think that they should be members.
Skull and Crossbones if you think that he should heal in fighting more often.
Text skull and
won't listen,
crossbones to
but
Aneria.
feel free.
32375.
But until next time,
Send a
everybody,
skull to our PO box.
don't
Don't
forget
do that.
to.
We do have a PO box.
Please do not. Unless it's
Could be
like
fake.
a fake skull, yeah. A candy skull. Send
Send
candy
us the
skulls.
skull of your enemy, Brander.
Yes. Do you know a brander? Kill them. No.
It's Halloween. We're allowed to say
Yeah.
that.
Then at the end, it's just credits of all the legalese. Like,
We're not responsible.
We're not
actually do
responsible.
the evidence. But thank you everybody so much for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more of this fun entertainment.
Join our
Fun
Discord,
entertainment.
please.
Yes, absolutely.
Watch us on Twitch and YouTube on Fridays for live stream.
Yep. And don't forget to buy some merch if you want. Hats, zippers, not zippers.
Zipper. You
Yes, you can buy just a zipper.
Aneria zippers.
Hats, zipper
Sew
stickers.
it into a clothing item
It's
of your
a-
choice.
Sew them into your
can
Dinkus
buy-
Swash shorts.
It's DIY Dinkus Swass.
You can buy butt covers.
Yes.
They're there.
Yep.
They say Denkus
It's
Flash.
true. It's kind of like a loincloth, but better.
But until next time, everybody, have a good night. Good morning.
See you guys.
Bye.